Welcome everybody back to another session of Reditus. We're on session 18. Let me give you guys a recap. Oh my god. Recap of what happened last week. That lads finally made it into... Shut up! That lads finally made it into Venmoria Mansion. After some exploration, they were able to find the keys to get access to the throne room. As they entered, Atlas touched a strange orb that was showing the image of water, the sea, the ocean. And as soon as he did so, he was pulled up into a giant crystal that was lodged into the ceiling.
Sorry about
that. The entire team were frozen in space, had some type of experience that Atlas was able to kind of free everybody from. Seraph, before Seraph came in, Dorhan was fighting a huge animated war machine that he had recognized from the wars hundreds of years ago. So as he defeated it and was coming back to try and free his companions, his skin and flesh just started to melt away. As this continued to do so, it eventually unveiled that Lord Venmoria was in control the entire time. He proceeded to try and remove the key from Felix. As he did so, Seraph burst in the window, set off an explosion to the orb that had initially linked Atlas to the ceiling, and a battle started. After a bloody battle, him using his blood weaving, summoning some demon dogs out of this stagnant blood that was by the throne, the Atlads were able to finally defeat him, with Jack putting the final arrow through his skull as he jumped upon him in the corner of the room. And they all turned around as the two other people that they'd met on the beach earlier had come to join the fight, but not actually engaging. And seeing Venmoria dead, immediately left the room. And they all turned around to see their friend, the remnants of their friend Dorhan, laying on a mess on the floor. So we'll see what they do next.
Yes, that protects your flesh, which protects your insides. You wear double the armor because you're weak.
The wall, and then these weird zombies came out of the wall, and I threw grease on the ground, and then we killed them all, and then we went through the whole wall.
A way to help Atlas. You shouldn't be so hard on those that are willing to fight.
I do talk in kind of riddles sometimes, and I don't always tell the whole truth.
How are you now? How are you? Because I think that's something you should figure out before you get down there, don't you? All right.
Unfazed.
So as the laugh we left off, you were all standing in the room, circled around Dorhan, his remnants that is on the floor, which was really just his skin and flesh. Atlas, you did attempt to try and connect with his soul to kind of say goodbye, but when you tried to connect, there was no soul to connect to there. What do you guys want to do?
We did it!
But at what cost?
I don't... Oh. Anybody else hear that?
Very loud.
Is it too loud?
Yeah,
It's really loud.
It's
Okay.
not that loud.
Those guys
I mean,
told me it wasn't. That's why I turned it up.
It's not that loud. You can turn it down a little bit, but I
Oh.
don't know. Maybe Corey's just got his sound cranked.
Is that better? Still too loud?
It seems the same to me, but
All right, it's all right if it's fine for everyone else.
we'll check the stream.
There we go. It's fine.
Chat, is it too loud?
Yeah, at what cost though? Dorhan. He had a family.
I mean, he still has a family.
Yeah, but
Was that ever really Doron?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, judging by what the book said,
Mm,
either Lord Venmoria killed him or he died on the crash and he stumbled upon him, because according to this, and he's going to pull the journal out, the skin and flesh of the target wraps itself around whomever's casting it. So the flesh and muscle we're seeing here is Dorhan. So when he died was still the night we crashed here.
So we never knew him. Oh.
Yeah,
I believe we were dealing with Dorhan.
a little bit of healer in the air in here. I don't know. Like, could there be others?
What do you
I
mean?
mean, if everyone here is a Bloodweaver, but I believe it was only Lord Venmoria.
But I mean, well, like, could there be other versions of him out there as other people? How many of him did he make?
How many of Dorhan did he make, or how many of
No,
him
but like,
did he
what
make?
if he's imitating other people out there? How do we? Like, I didn't know he was someone else.
I guess that's the power of why of bloodweaving. That's why Jonas said it was scary. And as he's talking, he's going to pull that vial of viscous liquid out, and he's going to pop the cap on it, and he's going to go over, and he's going to dump it on the ground and pour it all out.
Okay. So it's sealed. It's like wax sealed around, so you would have to work a little bit to get it open. It's not just a regular cork. So you want to spend a few minutes to try and just kind of take your knife and cut that wax around the edge. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to try to dispose of it.
Okay. And where are you pouring it? You're in the throne room right now.
Yeah, I guess the throne room's not the best place for it, so I guess he'll hold off. He'll prep it so he can open it, but he's gonna pour it out when he gets down, like outside, probably.
So,
Okay.
Darius, seeing him break the seal on it, what are you doing?
Well, according to whatever was read, they said he went crazy when he dabbled in this stuff, and this is part of what can make you a Bloodweaver. So I'm gonna dump it out.
Maybe we should burn it.
Yes, I'm gonna dump it out when we get outside.
Well, that's dumping it out and burning it are two different things. You need to dump it into
Dump it
fire.
out and burn it.
Okay. Okay.
And so is there anything of Dorhan's that remains, like in this pile, like his weapons, his armor? I don't know what all he was equipped with.
Yeah, so as you look down at the bloody mess, you see his greatsword, and you just see sort of like tattered leather clothing. He wasn't wearing leather armor, and he already gave his cloak to Atlas, so he didn't actually have any other possessions.
Jack's gonna lean down. He's gonna grab the great sword and he's gonna sling it around his back.
Okay. Yeah. You can add that to your inventory. It's just a regular greatsword.
Mm-hmm. Well, do we want to gather part of him up and go bury him at the beach where he was laying to rest, or do we want to be disrespectful and leave him here?
Mm,
I mean,
think
is
we
it
should
even
bring it with
him?
us.
We could bring whatever is left of him back to his family, maybe.
I don't think that's a good idea. It's a pile of flesh that would be
Maybe-
kind of horrific for them.
What if we bring it down to the grinder, and we can grind it up into like a paste, and
Or
then
we
we
could
could
cremate it and then
put it
give
into
the
a
ashes.
small package.
Ashes.
Yeah, I bet you that we could find a jar for the paste.
Okay.
That sounds great.
No, it's not great.
If we're gonna cremate him, why don't we bury part of him here and then take the rest to the family if we ever make it?
Well, don't a lot of people want the remains? I mean, the paste idea is not the worst idea I've ever heard.
And Doron
No,
always
no,
hated
that's not a
fire.
thing. People don't do that.
I feel like returning his weapon and his garb that he wore predominantly would be the most respectful thing we could do.
Well,
That
I mean,
is
you don't
fair.
know. People
Felix,
might not do that on
Alex-
your island, but we don't know what they do here. Maybe
Yeah, I'm
maybe
willing to bet
everybody-
they- No. I'm
They
willing
could
to bet
still
they
burn
don't
the
give each
paste
other.
After, what if it leaves more options available for the family?
Atlas, don't you have some kind of like therapy algorithm built in there?
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something in your brain that tells you this will cause someone a serious amount of trauma.
Well, I think the trauma's coming either way.
Yeah, but it's going to be less if you don't hand them a Jello version of their father.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the term Jello.
Oh, it's quite delightful. I guess you guys don't have that on your island. It's like a gelatinous cube. You know, have you ever seen a gelatinous cube?
Like Doron?
No, like it's a creature.
Oh,
Too
no,
soon?
I have not.
Doron was not a creature. He was our friend.
What? What? I didn't say Doran was a creature.
Well,
Okay,
anyway, well,
We
sure,
are
that's
getting way
fine.
too sidetracked.
I'm happy to go with your idea. That's fine. But all I'm saying is that if we get there and they have jars of paste on the mantle, you're gonna feel really awkward.
Mm-hmm. What if we just bring the skin and not the gooey stuff?
Nope.
Maybe they have a coat rack and they could hang them up.
Not better.
Okay, well, we can go with what Darius said, but you can't turn ash into paste. You can turn paste into ash, so just wanna put that out there.
right,
Well, maybe
I'll
we'll
tell you
find an
what.
island that's scientifically advanced that they can do that.
Do you still have his leg?
No, I put that in the grinder.
Did you
It's a
keep that
paste now.
paste?
Yeah,
Okay, so you have some paste. We'll make
I
the rest
didn't
ash.
bring with me. I'm not horrific.
Wasn't
Why
that
would-
leg rotted?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you consider that horrific, but not giving the paste to the family horrific?
Because Orhan was alive at the time. Why would I carry the paste of my friend if he's alive? That's Darius. What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
You
Like,
have no respect for the dead.
I think we should go back to Venmoria City.
Jack is going to pull out his bedroll and he's going to kind of gather the remains of Dorhan on top of it and try to like make a small like carrier so he can like at least take him down to like go burn him to show his respects.
you do have a bag of holding. You could put him in.
Okay, so you roll out, unfurl your bedroll and open it up, and you take your arm and try to start pushing and scraping the remnants of flesh and skin and blood onto your bedroll.
You roll it back up.
You can see immediately that the blood is starting to immediately soak through your bedroll.
I just need the big pieces.
It's not big pieces. It's still deteriorated. It all slid and decomposed. There's not like a slide of his back that you can just plop on there. It's
Oh,
all
I
broken
thought you
into
said like he
pieces.
fell into like a clump of skin.
There was pieces of skin and blood and flesh. It's not a sheet or anything.
So
It's more liquid
More
than
of
it
a
is.
paste.
It's,
Yes. It's a pile of bits
well,
and
if it's
pieces.
not if
and
it's not like
flakes.
a big, I was thinking like a husk of skin.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not gonna waste my okay. I don't know what to do, guys. Let's just light him on fire right here.
Well, I think that bringing his gear, if we can, is not a bad idea.
That is a good idea. I will give you that. We can take his armor to his family. I do think we should incinerate the flesh into ash. We can collect the ashes and take them with the gear.
Although
And
maybe
then-
you guys should take a look at his armor. What if it's useful?
Mm-hmm.
So Jack, when you looked through it, there was no armor. It was just like clothing. Being a barbarian style, he didn't cumber himself with armor. Not that he found any, during the entire time he was with you anyway. But yeah, the only
Hard to
thing,
find anything with me.
yeah, it was clothing that he found in the chapel and the greatsword. That was all that was on Dorhan.
Gotcha. Well, I think we have enough because he doesn't really wear armor. Besides the cloak he gave you, but he gave that to you, so I don't expect you to return it to his family. I think his sword and would probably be enough.
Yeah. Plus, I always have the note.
Oh yes, the note that he wrote. Wait, I don't think I knew that. Okay, well, what note do you have?
The note that he wrote for his family in the untimely situation of his death. That would probably work as well, right?
I wonder if he knew this was going to happen.
I could read the note.
No, I don't think you should.
Did he ask you to read the note?
No.
Did he ask you to not read the note?
Yes.
Let's respect his privacy.
Absolutely.
And then Jack's going to go ahead and... Well, I guess we haven't actually checked this area for loot, have we?
No, I think we checked it before we engaged combat.
The throne, like the actual throne itself?
So you guys had done kind of we're doing in the process of doing kind of a once over of the room. Some of you had done a check to the north, and Darius, you had gone down to inspect what you recognized as you got closer was another teleportation circle in the south west corner of the room. You guys didn't really check out too much in regards to anything else in the room other than that because the combat started. Looking around, you can see the room, how it's presented is more of a, other than the two pools of blood in the corner, is more of a presentation type thing. If somebody's brought in here to look elegant, it doesn't look like it was a place of research or anything like that, as you did see in the basement. You're more than welcome to check out. There's some bookcases. There's a desk. An altar was already checked out. So yeah, there's a desk and some bookshelves. That's the only thing that you guys really didn't look into yet.
Okay. Before I do that, though, does anyone have a way to cremate his flesh?
I mean, we would just
I've got a torch.
start a fire, right?
That's how we did it back in my island.
Oh, you didn't turn them to paste and give it to people.
No.
Okay, now the music got really loud.
Personally, I just think we should leave this mansion. I don't really want to stay here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like what do we do now? Like so I mean, we basically in doing this, in almost one fell swoop, we've taken care of a lot of the stuff we wanted to take care of. I mean, the collars are off now. We got into the mansion. We've killed Venmoria. And sorry, just to recall, GM, were our keys reactivated after the crystal did its thing?
Yeah, so after you guys were kind of disconnected from, or connected to Atlas while he connected to the huge sanguine crystal in the ceiling, that's what reactivated all of your keys. That's why Venmoria was actually trying to remove it from Felix.
Yeah, and all of our keys are, and like I don't even touch my shirt. I just use the armor to open up and show my chest, and like point to the key. Our keys are presumably back online. It looks like it's glowing again, like it was before.
Well, we need to go check on Jonas as well. So
yeah, of course. I mean, that's on the way out of here anyway. So,
and Jack is just gonna turn around and start heading out. And as he gets to the door, he's gonna turn to Darius and go, "Why don't you write a song for him?" And then he's gonna keep going.
Okay. So Jack exits the room. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna follow Jack.
Okay.
And there's nothing else in this room that looks...
Yeah,
Like it should be looked at.
I'm gonna do a once over on the whole room just to check if there's anything of value.
Okay. So there's a desk to the northeast corner of the room, and then there's some bookcases on either side, the west wall and the east wall.
Just for brevity's sake, you want me to just roll for each one, and you can tell me if I find anything?
Well, Atlas wanted to check. Atlas, what did you want to check?
No, I'll go check the desk if you want to glance over the rest of the room.
Sure.
Okay. So both roll investigation.
Okay. I got an 11.
An 11. Okay.
21.
So let's go for the 21. All right. Did you do your spinning knife thing?
Yeah.
That's why it took a while.
Yeah. But it's nice. I spin it and then I look through my sheet because it takes me forever to find my shit. So.
Okay. So yeah, Darius, as you go up to the desk, you look over. There doesn't seem to be anything remarkable. There's some...
Atlas is doing the desk. I'm doing the bookshelves.
Okay, you do the bookshelves. Okay, so as you go over to the bookshelves, kind of leaf through. It looks like very generic texts that you've seen in any of the libraries that were on your island. Generic information about deities. Again, nothing in regards to anything special about Venmoria or this specific area. It looks very, very generic.
Okay.
Books.
Are there any books? So I want to take the books about the deities.
Okay.
I also, are there any books on the what was it? The Sundering, the Cataclysm, whatever it was, the big event that took away
Yeah, the
magic?
Cataclysm. Yeah.
Yeah. If there's any books on that, I want those too.
Okay, you can spend some time doing that. It'll take a little bit of time to leaf through to look for that specifically.
That's fine.
Okay. And Atlas, sorry, what did you roll again? 21?
Yes, 21.
Okay. So as you go over the desk, there's one of the drawers when you open it up, it looks like there's some papers and ink and stuff on what you would expect to find, but as you open one of the drawers, just some really expensive looking paper, like some really exquisite looking parchment. As you feel it feels very durable and elegant. And then you also find 2 chunks of crystal, which looks identical to the sanguine that you found in the mine.
Okay, I'll take 2 chunks of crystal.
Okay.
And then, how many papers was it?
It's a stack of about 7 sheets of this paper.
And there's nothing on them? They're like blank?
Just blank. It will be about approximately 30 gold worth of paper.
Paper.
Yeah.
It's expensive paper. Can I like inspect the paper a little bit more and try to see if it's
Roll an Arcana.
okay? Oh, I got new stats, so like worked out my stuff properly. 15.
Okay. So you recognize this to be the type of paper that somebody in a magical inclination we need to use to develop and work on spells.
Okay. I'll take it as well.
Okay. Okay, and nothing else really stands out around the desk.
Okay. All right, I'll head back to the group.
Okay, perfect. All right, so are you also leaving, Darius?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're looking for the specific book. So,
Yeah, but once I'm, however long you want that to take, once I'm done, I will head out.
Yeah, so it takes about 10 minutes to kind of go through and leaf through all the spines, look at all the titles, see if you can tell if anything is specific to the Cataclysm. There is nothing there about the Cataclysm.
Okay, actually, just give me 1 sec. You can check in on the others. I want to check one thing in my inventory, so...
Okay. So yeah, you're kind of in the room by yourself. leafing through your stuff. The rest of the group, are you guys your goal to continue back? Did you want to investigate anything within the mansion itself, or are you guys progressing into the city?
I'm heading for the city.
City?
Yeah,
Okay.
Jack's on his way back to go check on Jonas and Seraph.
Okay. Atlas?
Yeah, I'm just going to. I'm gonna pull out the paper or the letter.
Doran's letter?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna dip a little bit of my finger in his blood, and I'm just gonna put a little dab on it
Okay.
in the corner of the letter.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
And then I'm gonna pack it up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna head out.
Okay. Easily done.
Oh,
You open the door.
I'm actually sorry. I'm gonna pluck just the one green leaf that I have on my right side of my helmet, and I'm gonna leave it on Doran's remains.
Okay. Okay. So you find a spot there where you can kind of place it just on top, so it doesn't kind of get drenched and everything, and it just settles there. And as you kind of walk away, you can kind of almost just smell a little bit of the sweetness still from the flower that is there.
Goodbye, friend.
That's it for me. I'm gonna head out to the mansion. Out of the mansion.
Okay. So, Jack and Felix, as you're heading down, you look as you come down the stairs. You're on the second floor. You loop around. Nothing seems to have changed. You go down the main staircase into the lobby. You can see the remnants of Cuthbert. This is strewn all over the floor. As you kind of glance to the right as you're walking towards the front door, you can kind of glance into the right to the kitchen, and you do see the entity that was there has kind of collapsed, and the snakes that were inside moving on the ground. It appears that the large snake entity getting destroyed had made everything connected to it inanimate. So you guys leave the entrance to the mansion, and you start walking down the path towards the city. And as you do so, you can see in the distance, you can kind of see like three figures. Pretty much, it looks like they're roughly in the center of the city. Do you guys want to keep going towards?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep with the group.
Okay. So as you get...
Sorry, can I try to do my thing? I don't want them to get like super far ahead before.
Okay.
So are these actual torches in the room? The little lights that are all around the walls.
Yeah, they're permanently flickering like lanterns.
Okay, because I actually do want to try and cremate him to try and get some ashes that I can take for his family.
Okay. They are affixed. You would have to spend some time to try and pry them off the wall.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, I do have dynamite. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I will try. No, you know what? Forget it. I'll just go. I'm gonna go over one last time and just kind of like pay my respects, and then Darius is just gonna be like, "Thank you for getting us to where you got us. We'll make sure your family gets the closure they deserve," and then I head out.
Okay. As you leave the room, you kind of close the door behind you, and you almost kind of feel almost like a sigh, somewhat of relief, but of sadness as well, as you say goodbye to your friend, but yet close the door on Lord Venmoria and his end. Are you leading out of the mansion, or did you want to check anything while you were there?
I think we've sufficiently checked the mansion at this point. I'll just head out.
Okay. So yeah, Jack and Felix, as you get closer to the city, you see Atlas now kind of like running up behind you. catching up with you. You guys can now see straight ahead two kind of crouching figures and a smaller, tiny figure laying flat on the ground. As you get closer, you can see Seraph and Thoric are leaning over, and Jonas is laying on the ground.
Felix is gonna start running.
Did you move us maps?
There, I moved you now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. As they're approaching, Jack is going to resummon Reen with an affinity for fire.
Okay. Because you guys are getting closer, you can see that the Seraph has her lap kind of under Jonas's head. As you guys get closer, you can see the collar that was around Jonas is broken. It's laying on the ground beside her. She's completely unmoving, and Thoric looks like he's chanting or trying to do some sort of magic as you're approaching.
Yeah, Felix is running. As soon as he made out what they were, he starts running.
Yeah, I would be going to.
Yeah, Jack will pick up his pace, but as he sees everyone else move.
Okay.
Seraph, what is Jonas all right? What's going on?
As Seraph looks up, you can see tears in her eyes, starting to cry, trickling down her cheeks. I got here. She was on the ground, and I took off the collar, but she just won't come back to us.
What do you mean? She's not gone, right? She's just unconscious?
I tried to cast a healing spell, and I'm trying to bring her back. I don't know what's wrong with her. And you can see him. He's just moving his hands around. Looks like he's performing some type of healing ritual. Felix, as you get a little bit closer, and Atlas, as you get closer now, you can see she's unmoving. Her eyelids do look like they're flickering, but there's just no movement to her body whatsoever.
Can I run a scan on her? Kind of.
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
Good. 10, 16.
Okay. So you can tell that she, by all rights from your scans, you would say that she is dead if it weren't from the body, the flickering of the eyes. And as the eyelids flicker open and closed, you can see that it's completely white underneath. She has no other responses. Her chest isn't rising or falling.
As Atlas is running that scan, Felix is gonna walk up and remove his armor and pack it out to the side and quickly move in and kind of kneel beside Jonas and just grab her hand and hold her hand as he just kind of watches, kind of shakes his head like, no.
Okay. They're just like, I don't know what happened. I found her here, and I thought we'd freed her. I don't know. I just don't know. She just bows her head, shaking it from side to side. Darius, you catch up to the group now. You can see them all huddled around as Jonas lays motionless on the ground.
No. And he comes running and like pushes through. What happened? What happened? What's going on?
I don't know. I found her on the road, and I can't bring her back. She's unmoving.
So my scans didn't show if she was alive. Like
your scans, as far as you're concerned, she's dead. The only thing you're not pronouncing her dead is because of these movements on the eyelids.
My scans are coming back negative. She's not alive. But her eyes, I don't understand. My sensors, they don't.
I want
Oh,
to
okay.
like feel like, are her muscles also doing anything? So like just kind of like touch her arms to see if anything else is happening in her body.
Okay. So you reach down, you touch her arms, and you immediately lose consciousness. Darius, you actually see Jonas, younger than what she was before, a little bit smaller, if that can be believed. And you see her running down a hill in some type of town or village, and she stops as a puppy runs out in front of her, and she just stops like, "Oh, hi there, how are you?" And she starts scratching behind its ear. It's leaning in, and she's got this
Immediately,
huge smile on her
Darius
face.
just calls out, "Jonas!"
Seems unresponsive. She looks
He's
up
gonna
and
run
you can
towards
see
her.
Okay. Yeah, you run towards her. She seems to not notice you, staring up at the sun as it shines down, the clouds just slowly moving. And she looks down, she starts running, and as you turn and look down, you can see she's running towards a stream. She just keeps running, her legs just unnaturally fast, the little thing's just ticking along as you follow her down. She plonks herself down in front of this stream, and you can just hear the water running. You can see the rocks as it just cascades over, and as you look at her face, she just looks so happy. She's staring up and looking at the water and just at peace.
Oh, I'm so torn. Okay, I want to try and like put my hand on her shoulder to see if like me touching her will get her attention.
As you reach out to put your hand on her, all of a sudden a flicker happens. And you see her sitting cross-legged amongst graves. And as she's looking forwards, you see 5 children, heads slightly bowed, in front of a 3-story building with the woman in robes staring down above the children.
Do I recognize the building?
You recognize this from your previous vision.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
You can see that she's cross-legged, her head is bowed, she's crying, she's staring up with a look of anguish on her face. And then a flicker, and you see her running back down the street with a smile on her face, sun in the sky. And you hear, "My apologies. Her proximity to our first meeting must have caused some bleed over in showing you the mask that was unknowingly strapped over your memories.
Who are you?
Bloodlines. Names are very powerful where I'm from. You can call me Damantrium."
That requires notes. Is that a D?
Yes. This is the tricky thing with bloodlines. You see this as you look to your right and to go turn towards this voice. You see this shape standing beside you. And it's a rough shape. It's almost like fuzz. It's almost like you can't focus on the image. You know when you stare at something for like a minute and you turn away and you can kind of see the remnants of that image, but you can't make it out with clarity. And that's what you're seeing, this purple gray shape beside you. It's tall. You can't make any details, but you can see the faint shape of like 2 horns that are curled back at the edges of this entity.
As much as I want, I have a million questions for you, but right now, can you help her? This is my fault. If what you say is true, this is because of me.
I can help with this one. Should I repair the tear that is in her fabricated memories so that she holds the false happiness of her childhood, or do you wish to leave her open to the truth?
Will she be okay? I mean, why was she at the same building that and he like rubs his head and he's like that I saw before in that. Was that you in my other, I don't know, was it a dream?
The event that happened to you enabled me to strengthen my connection to you. So I was able to show you that vision to help wake you up. Unfortunately, it seems it also happened to this one.
Well, will she be okay? I mean, I don't even know where we are right now, but my friends, they said that she's dead.
She's trapped in this memory, unable to free herself from it.
How can she free herself? What do I have to do?
I can help her, but You have a choice to make, Darius. Do you let her know the truth? Or do we repair the failed memory, the manufactured memory that she has of this happy childhood?
Well, I can't make that choice for her. Is this a one-time thing? Can you help her and then I can ask her?
This shouldn't have happened. This was not my intention. I cannot say if this is something that I can repair again.
Okay, well, she doesn't have to be part of this, and honestly, she's innocent in all of it. If her fabricated memories are what make her who she is, maybe that's what she should stay with. I mean, these images that I saw were almost overwhelming. And I mean, they're doing a number on her now. I guess just for her, restore her memories back to what they were. But I want to know the truth. That was really good timing.
If you wish to know the truth, I can help you if you can help me. I can repair her memories so that she doesn't quite understand what this was. But do you wish to work with me? Can you help me and I can help you?
Well, what do you need from me?
There will be many things that I might ask of you if we have time together. However, I can promise you that I will never ask you to punish anyone that is undeserving of it. Know that if you accept this pact, you would be bonding with part of me and my abilities. As such, the magical abilities that you've learned through intellect or study will no longer exist within the realm of your capabilities. The Darius that was before would be no more.
Oh, this is a lot. Can I have time to think about this?
As you say this, you look over and you now see the sequence repeating itself yet again. And Jonas sitting cross-legged in the graveyard as she cries, staring at the children. Take all the time that you need.
Okay, just fix her. I don't know how to contact you, but I mean, you seem to be able to get to me, so is there a way I can let you know if I've made my mind up?
The decision must be absolute, and it must be now. If we work together, we can help make sure that no more children must suffer this. The more that we can work together, the stronger my tether to the mortal plane, and so the more power I can bestow upon you.
I mean, I want to help you, but I don't want who I am to be erased.
You reject this pact, then?
No. I don't know what happened to me. I don't remember my past. I just know that I was running from something and it wasn't good. And I want to make, and looking over at Jonas, kind of her repeating cycle, I want to know more about this. I want to know what it was, what they did to us, why they did it. And I think you're the only way that I can get that information. I want to help you, but can't you, I don't know, can't you maintain part of who I am?
You will not lose your personality or memories, simply the abilities that you have trained to perfect. And know this, with this bond that we complete, it will be one step closer to knowing that Magnus will receive what he deserves.
Does that name ring a bell in my head? Yeah. Okay. Then I accept.
Very well. Before I do this, I do not know when I can contact you like this so clearly again, so I give you your first task. I can feel that there's one of my kind trapped here. I sense it very weak, perhaps a child. I can hear the sound of the wilderness, of bees, a constant buzzing, searching for something. Free this one, and it will be the confirmation and the first step towards our goals.
Very well. Where do I have to go?
And he reaches out his arm, you can tell, is outstretched and it's long, and you can almost see like a claw on the end, even though it's this fuzzy gray purple in front of you. He reaches out towards you, gesturing for your hand.
He starts to reach out and then hesitates. And you can see like a look of fear in his eyes, but then that is overtaken by determination, and he reaches out and grabs his hand.
Okay. So as you reach out and go to grab the hand, all of a sudden you feel it being like dragged towards you. Like this purple gray mist almost being sucked into you. And you feel it now start to whirl around you, just whirling like a whirlwind. It's going faster and faster, this purple gray haze. It's going so fast now you start to feel yourself start to lift off the ground. You're trying to catch your breath. This wind is, you can't even suck in. Your lungs are just refusing to bring in any air. As you bend back and your arms stretch out, you're frozen in place. Lads, you all watch as Darius touches Jonas, and you immediately see a strange wind start to form around him. This purple gray wind starts to swirl and move. It goes so fast it almost immediately picks him off the ground, 2 feet off the ground. His head goes back, his arms go out stretched. And although the wind startles all of you, it feels warm. And it's almost comforting. And you watch as you see something start to stretch and pull from Darius's skin. You see his fingers in his hand look like they're extending, like pushing through his skin. His face is pushing outwards. You all watch as the form of Darius shimmers, and a spectral purple translucent Darius pulls itself from his right-hand side. And the second this happens, boom, the blast of purple aura like a wave shoots out, and you look as you see Darius as he lands on one knee, fist is 2 inches into the dirt. Darius, you open your eyes and you see this spectral form of yourself beside you, and you feel very different.
So we see 2 Darius right now, one spectral, one.
Yeah, so you see a spectral Darius, and it is just floating, unmoving. Looks exactly like Darius, as you know. As you glance over to Darius, you see this energy about him that you haven't seen before. His face almost more confidence to it as you look at him.
I'd like to. Can I scan him and just see if like he's physically okay, or is he his normal self? Would any that hurt him, or?
Yeah, roll a medicine check. And as you do that, you guys see Jonas start to gasp for breath. Roll a
That
medicine
one.
check. That one. Okay, it looks perfectly like Darius. It is for sure Darius.
It's you.
Felix turns his attention away from whatever happened with Darius and immediately turns to Jonas. Jonas, you're okay? Are you okay?
Oh my goodness. What happened? I feel like I fainted. I was getting all the stuff I'd prepared for you all, and I fell down. Oh my goodness, Seraph. And she just reached up and gives Seraph a hug. Seraph still tears down, completely ignoring what's happened with Darius, just hugs her so tightly back. Thoric stops casting. Oh, all right then, I think I did it. I think I got it. He stands up.
Good job.
Darius, as you look over to this specter, you immediately know what this is. You can tell that this entity now given you this power that you can pull this cursed specter from your fallen foes, and each time you do, it doesn't take the shape of the foe you fell, it takes the shape of your previous life to remind you of who you are.
Cool. All right.
Jonas, we should get you inside. We gotta get you looked after. And she kind of picks up Jonas and starts carrying her off to her house.
Yeah, Felix is just gonna follow.
Darius is just standing there, like he doesn't move.
Thoric runs after her as well. She runs in the door. Thoric following behind. Felix running as well. Jack, Atlas, what do you guys want to do?
Jack will follow the crowd, but he is his eyebrows have been raised at Darius's aura.
Okay.
I'd like to scan the second Darius.
Okay.
Spectral Darius. Is it alive? Is it?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Okay. 12. 15.
15. You try to run like a full scan on this thing, and you're not picking up any physicality. You can tell that this is some sort of spirit and not physically there.
Okay. I'd like to talk to it.
Greetings. Darius number 2?
And it turns its head to you and just stares at you. The mouth opens and slowly closes, and nothing comes out.
That's creepy.
I'm sorry. Can you... Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you say it again? A little louder?
Mouth opens and closes, nothing.
Okay, and I just open my mouth really loud.
Really wide.
Okay.
And I just wave.
Wave.
And I want to
Go up to it and kind of poke it.
Okay.
don't mind me. It's a traditional medical examination with spectral images.
So as you go to poke it, your finger goes through it.
Okay. Spectral test 1 confirmed.
I want to blow on it.
Can you do that?
Okay, I was gonna say you don't breathe.
don't
Can you
know,
blow?
can
He can definitely blow.
Wait, okay. Who's around me right now?
Just Jack and Darius.
Jack, can you come over here and blow Darius number 2? Blow on him?
Let's work on our phrasing.
Yeah, for real.
Sorry. Can you exert breath in his direction? Or her? And I
Turn to them.
Letting it choose. I guess. And Jack's gonna go up to this spectral thing, and he's gonna wave his hand past it, and then he's gonna through it, at least attempt to, and then he's gonna blow onto it, its face.
Okay. Nothing happens. Your arm goes right through the specter, and it's floating about 1 foot off the ground, and it's just, unless anybody's speaking to it, it just shifts its focus and just stares at Darius.
And Jack will look at Darius. So, do you command this thing?
No response. I'm just staring at my hand.
Jack's gonna look at his hand.
Okay. What does he see in your hand, Darius?
Well, there's currently nothing. I'm just obviously they can't tell, but I just went through a really weird experience, and I'm like looking at myself like, am I still me? Also, I wanted to know, do I now know where I need to go to get this thing's child or whatever it was?
No, you don't have the knowledge of that. You just know that it's here and it's here for you to find, and whatever hints he gave you is all you have. You don't like have a knowledge of where it is.
Okay. All right.
So he's not paying, like Darius isn't paying attention.
No, he's stunned right now. He's kind of just staring down at his hands. Just he has this kind of look of shock on his face. You understand so much shock being that he didn't even react when Jonas woke up and was carried off. He hasn't even reacted to it.
And Jack is going to pull his dagger out, and he's going to hold it like near Darius's arm as he like eyes the specter and seeing if it's gonna react like it thinks it's gonna harm him, and see if it like is gonna try to stop him.
So as he brings the dagger near me, I want to grab his arm.
Okay. Yeah, immediately Darius reaches out, grabs your arm. He's still looking down at his hands, but grabs your arm.
Oh. So does this thing react for you, or is this what is this?
I just need I need some time. Go make sure Jonas is okay, please. And like his hands are shaking.
And he will retract his dagger. And then he'll tell Reen to stand with Darius. And then he'll go over to check on Jonas.
Okay. Sorry, which Reen did you bring?
Fire.
Fireen, right.
Oh, that smells fantastic.
All right. Followed. Atlas, what do you want to do?
I'm just kind of.
I'm gonna stay with Darius, but
Okay.
Did you say the fire rain smells fantastic?
yeah, I'm gonna stay with Darius. I'm kind of like I'm studying this spectral thing.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. All right. So Felix, as you kind of get in, you follow in. Seraph lays Jonas on her bunk. Thor kind of takes a step off to the side, just watching over. Like, I'm okay, Seraph. I don't really know what happened, but I feel pretty good right now. I don't think I need to sleep. I'm just really excited to see everybody. It looks like everybody's okay. Did everybody make it? Like, is everybody okay? So the call is gone. So they did that. Felix, did you do it? Did you get Lord Venmoria? Because I feel so much better now that I don't feel so restricted with that color on. How did it go? Is everybody okay?
We did get Lord Venmoria, but we lost Dorhan.
No, Dohan. And she just bows her head a little bit.
I don't even fully understand it, but Lord Venmoria was hiding inside Dorhan's body. I've never seen anything like it before.
And you hear Thor go, bloody blood weaving bastard.
You're familiar with it? I've never seen it or even read about it before I came here.
There was some of them hundreds of years ago. They were all hunted down from everybody. They're just evil. It's nobody puts up with that. I can't believe even how he was able to do it. Everything was destroyed on how to do that type of evil magic.
I'm not sure, but he did somehow, and unfortunately, our friend was just Lord Venmoria in disguise.
Is Lord Venmoria definitely dead? He's definitely gone.
He's dead. Yeah, we killed him for sure.
All right. I'm gonna go check on the others. And Thoric leaves the building. Just as Jack, you just coming in as you hear the end of this conversation.
Jonas, what happened? What happened to you?
Well, I was coming back from the blacksmiths because I have all this stuff that I was working on for you guys. And she points over to the corner. You now see there's like this pile of stuff in the corner. It's like, and I was coming back and I just felt faint all of a sudden. I seen this bright red light that went pew, like when he tries to bring the ships in. And then I I just fell asleep, I guess. I don't really know. The next thing I know, I wake up and Seraph's carrying me over here. I feel fine, though. She kind of hops off the bunk. Seraph is like moving her hands almost like either side of her, like she's a little toddler gonna fall over or something, just making sure that she doesn't fall.
I don't even know what to make of that. Alice was sure that you were dead, and suddenly you're okay. I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't know, but I feel good. And she does like a little pirouette, like you've seen her do earlier before. Just puts her hands up and does a little spin. I'm just so excited to see everybody and give you all the things that I've been working on. But you're probably pretty tired. Are you tired? If you fought Lord Venmoria, he is really powerful. And I can't even believe you beat him. That's absolutely amazing, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, we all did it together. None of us could have done it alone, I don't think.
I don't really know how to feel about Dorhan because I was sad, but then saying it wasn't Dorhan and it was Lord Venmoria, and I don't feel sad about Lord Venmoria at all.
It's confusing for sure. I don't know how to feel about the whole thing.
Oh well, what's next?
That's a question I've been asking myself. I mean, I've been so set on helping you guys and taking care of Lord Venmoria since we got here. I don't know what's next now. I feel a little bit lost.
Seraph looks up as you say this, and Felix, perhaps we can have a conversation when things settle down a little bit. I need your help with something. That's okay.
Yeah, sure, Seraph.
So outside, Atlas, Darius, what are you guys up to?
I'm if nothing's really changed with the spectral Darius, then I'm just gonna kind of address Darius real quick.
Yeah, it's unmoved. It's just completely unmoving. And again, any actions, if somebody's not directing to it, it just slowly shifts and just focuses, just staring at Darius.
Darius,
Yeah, buddy.
are you okay? I don't detect any health issues, but
Do I have any additional memories on my past yet?
Nope.
Okay. Look, you remember what I told you about my parents?
yeah.
I don't think any of that was true. I think that my memories have been fabricated and made up, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't even know who did it. I don't even think that my father is my father.
Why do you think this? What has changed?
I had a sort of a vision when we were in Venmoria's mansion, and I don't even know how to explain it. It was like I saw my memories, but it was almost like they were a picture on top of a picture, and it kept almost like jolting. And then I would see this building with these horrible people that were treating kids, and I think I was one of those kids, and they were treating them horribly. It was almost militant.
Did you recognize where this building is?
No, it was so brief. It was like I would see the happy memories, and then there would be these flashes of the horrible ones. I don't know what it was, where it came from. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Well, you're Darius Silverstrom.
Yes, but my whole past is a lie.
Well, I don't even have a past. I mean, one that I really remember. So, I guess having some memories, even if they're false, are kind of nice. Maybe?
No.
Would you want to try to figure out what your real past is, or...
I think I would. I need to know what happened and what my father, Magnus, what he did to me and why he did it.
That's your father's name? Magnus?
I don't know if he's my father.
Well, sometimes in traumatic events, we can sometimes conjure up memories to erase or replace memories if they're too traumatic. Maybe that's what happened?
I mean, maybe. This seemed... I don't know, it seemed different. And Darius kind of like looks away for a second. Look, I want to tell you something, and this is going to sound really messed up, and I don't want you to freak out, and I really don't want you to tell anybody else.
Well, it's part of my support nature is to listen and understand and not relay information outside of my patient's will.
When I touched Jonas, she was having the same type of dream. Happy memories from her childhood, and then it flashed to that same building that I had. And she was sitting and crying, and one of those people were there.
So you and Jonas have some sort of connected memory?
Or the same thing that happened to me happened to her. Maybe that's why she and I have the same last name.
Do I know they have the same last name?
I think you were. I don't know if you were there during the conversation at the beginning.
You were the first one to hear her last name.
Was I?
Yeah, and then you were like, "Oh, Darius's last name is Silverstrom."
Oh, right.
That's why you ran in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so maybe you two are related, and her memories have been replaced as well.
Well, we're either related, and that's why whatever happened to us, or the last name Silverstrom is given to anybody that Magnus takes under his wing and puts through whatever he put us through.
Well, I think that's a pretty far reach given the lack of information you've received so far, but I see where you're going. I think maybe you're just related and you might have had a traumatic childhood that you've both blocked out. Did she have the same memories, good memories that you do? Or are
No.
they different?
They were different. She was by a river, and she was running and laughing, and there was a puppy.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'm gonna have to try to dream of that later. Have you had a conversation with Jonas about this, or no, you don't want anyone to know?
Well, one, I don't want anyone to know, and two, I literally just came out of that, and she was taken away, so I haven't had the opportunity to talk to her.
And then about your possible relationship.
Oh, yes. I mean, I spoke with her. I tried to figure out who her parents were. She doesn't remember her parents.
So that's different, right? You remember your parents, or at least some thought of your parents.
Yeah, it was a visage, really. I don't remember the details of them.
Okay, well, let's start simple. We have a name, Magnus. We don't know a last name, do we? Or would we assume Silverstrom would be the last name?
I don't know. I can only assume. I have no way to confirm what his last name is.
So who do we know around here that has been around for a long time that might have heard of that name? Someone with the power that is implied by erasing memories or anything like that might be notable in this area. And if Jonas is in this area, then, and that's connected to what you experienced, then maybe that person is nearby, or at least within this continent.
I don't know. I know I have to find someone. And I know that sounds weird, but it came to me in the dream. And I think I need to find this person in order to uncover more information.
Okay, and do you have a name?
Nope.
Okay, great. Do you know what they look like?
Nope.
Okay, wonderful. Anything else at all?
They were in a forest area near the bees.
Yeah, I hear buzzing of bees.
Oh, yeah. And it was a forested area, and then there was the buzzing of bees. That's all I got.
Okay. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think of that. Punch him in the
He
face.
looks at him like, okay. So he closes his eyes.
I want you to think of the forest, and I want you to really focus on the sound of the bees. Do you hear the bees?
You don't hear any bees.
No.
Do you see the forest?
I mean, I can
Look really
imagine a
hard.
forest in my head. I don't see anything in particular.
No types of trees you could describe?
Green?
Green? Okay. Alright. What do the leaves look like?
You know, I'm just imagining a forest right now. I don't think that this, like, I'm not conjuring anything, if that's what you're trying to...
You said you had a dream of a forest, right?
No. I said
Okay,
in the
so
dream,
There was
I
a
was
forest.
told I had to
Oh.
find a child.
Okay, sorry. I thought you dreamt of the forest.
In the
Okay,
dream I saw, so the dream that I had with Jonas was her dream.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaving out the details that you as Corey know.
Yeah.
Spoke to someone. I'm just saying that something came to me saying I needed to find someone in a forest.
Okay, sorry. I thought you had seen a forest. Okay.
Okay. Well, not much to go on there. That's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Let's start with Jonas. And I think you're gonna have to open up a little bit.
I don't work like you. If you open me up, I will die.
No, that's fine. I will
Not
be
fine.
here.
Not fine.
Me and you and Jonas, we can sit down together. And maybe Jonas has some pieces to the puzzle that you might be missing.
I think we need to be careful.
Of course, we're the Atlas. We're always careful.
That is not true at all.
Well, we should start pretending like it is true, and maybe it will be.
I'm just saying, I think that dream is what caused her to go into that state, and I don't think scratching that wall is a good idea.
Interesting. Okay. Let me process this for a bit.
I am going to go ask Seraph, though, as she has patrolled the woods around here, if she knows anywhere that might have a concentration of bees.
Good idea. That was
Yeah.
my second option.
Okay.
Of course. Now, also, maybe talk to Seraph or that giant guy, and maybe see if they've heard of the name Magnus before.
What giant guy?
The guy with the accent.
Isn't he a dwarf?
Yeah, he's a dwarf.
He's not really that giant. I mean, he's jacked. I'll give you that, but he's pretty short.
Yeah, but I'm pretty short too, and you're all giants.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Except for Felix.
And now, Darius is going to turn and look at his ghost him, and he's going to be like, what do I do with you?
Oh, also, yeah, what is that about? That was my initial question.
Yeah, don't know. I'm still figuring some stuff out.
Okay, can I do an insight check on Darius? Does he
Yeah,
not actually know?
go
what it
ahead.
is?
Darius, roll a deception. Just...
Let me tell you mine first.
Yeah, go for it. I'm
5,
trying
10,
to find my deception. Where's my deception?
14. Mine's a lot. 17 plus.
Damn, he
6.
wins. I rolled an 8, and mine's only +7. So
Okay. So are you looking to see if he's lying? Is that what you're looking
Yeah,
for
I want to know,
specifically?
like, does he actually not know what this is?
I don't actually know what it is.
Okay.
So as you turn to it, Darius, and you can't say, what do I do with you? As you kind of connect with its eyes now really seriously for the first time and look into it, it's almost like something clicks. And you start to understand this power. And you understand that this specter you have complete control over, can dismiss at any time if you need to, or command it to do what you want it to do.
Okay. I will say, just because it's only I was partially lying. I don't know what the specter is, so in that regard, I wasn't lying. But I mean, I am lying because I am not revealing anything about the dream. So if
Oh no, that
You wanna-
he was talking about the specter only, I think.
okay,
I just
I'm
want to
sorry.
know if you, like, because you weren't shocked when it happened and you've been standing there. So I more or less,
I've been
I'm like,
standing.
do you-
I was standing in shock for like however long that whole thing happened before we started talking. So I was
Yeah.
shocked.
Okay, well, I didn't. Either way, I'm like, do you have an understanding that it's friendly or it's?
So it answered you no, and then he's gonna go, oh,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna make him disappear.
Where'd he go?
So I don't know how to explain this, but when I looked into his eyes, I felt a connection on the soul level, and I get it. I apparently now have an ability where I can summon and dismiss that version of myself.
Wow.
Yep. I'm going to need more time to actually, figure it out, but yep.
Is this another one of your tricks that just pop up once in a while?
Again, I explained that to you. The more I tapped into Arcane, the more I understand it.
Interesting.
It's like the more you practice healing, you get better at healing, right?
I mean, I don't know. Does it look like I've gotten better? I mean, Dorhan's dead.
Well, you didn't really get the chance to heal him.
Maybe if I was better, I would have killed him before he died.
That's fair. All right.
Maybe go in and see how Jonas is doing.
Yeah, let's go check that out.
Let's go ask everyone about Magnus. Do you want to come up with a cover story? Or why we'd be asking people about that name?
Maybe we don't ask about Magnus right now.
But I think that's our only lead. We can just lie and say,
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna ask Seraph about the forest and the buzzing sound.
okay, I wanted to help.
You can still help. And I put my hand on his head. I'm like, people are gonna probably ask me what the hell happened to me out here.
Mm-hmm.
Make something up. And I wink to like indicate I want him to lie for me.
And I wink back, but with like both eyes.
I will make up the greatest story ever told.
I believe you will.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
So as you guys get closer, you can kind of hear a little bit of conversation from the inside. Just Jonas's kind of excited voice. So, tell me everything. Tell me how it happened, Jack. Well, how did the fight happen? Did you get him? You're always so strong. Did you get him?
I did deliver the killing blow for sure. But we kind of woke up and we were all pinned to the ground and couldn't move, and Seraph swooped in before the guy ripped our key out of Felix. and then the fight ensued, and I don't think he was taking as much damage as he should have been taking from the blows we were dealing. And I think it was Felix and Atlas noticed these pools of blood, and they tipped him over, and it seemed to weaken him. And after that, we all just jumped him. And once we saw that he was injured, we pressed him into a corner, and I killed him.
Ew, pools of blood? How did he even keep all that up there? Where did he get all the blood? That doesn't make any sense. That's so weird. Anyways, I got lots of stuff for you guys. And she starts running over towards the corner. Just as Darius and Atlas, you guys reach the door. You guys going inside?
Yeah, well, I would be, yeah.
Okay. Reen kind of chilling by the door, just keeping watch. As you guys walk in, obviously this room extremely familiar to everybody. You see Seraph's kind of standing off to the side. Jonas has kind of like a little pile of stuff in the corner. Seraph kind of voiced a little bit of concern. Jonas, shouldn't you rest a little? I don't really know what happened, and I don't know if I want you running around like this. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about me. I'm doing just fine.
I'm
Okay.
gonna step up. I'll be like, Seraph, I think she's gonna be okay.
Are you sure? Do you know what happened to her?
It's hard to explain, but something in me tells me she's gonna be just fine. And that we should just move forward from this.
Roll persuasion.
Oh. This is fucking one of my best things, and I rolled a natural 1.
I want to trust you, but I'm just so protective of Jonas. I don't know. I don't know what to think right now.
I understand, and I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I don't think I could anyways, but I'm not gonna force you to do anything you're not comfortable with. I do think she's gonna be okay though. And he kind of hesitates, like, how am I gonna get this across? I'm gonna look into what happened and get to the bottom of it. And he's hoping, the way he like says this, I give you my word as a Silverstrum that she'll understand what he's saying.
Okay. Understood.
Now, I have a question for you. You've surveyed the woods around here, correct?
Many times, yes. That's my general role around here, gathering food and such.
Any idea of any areas where you would hear a large concentration of like buzzing, like a bee sound?
I can't say that there is really. There's not a concentration. You get the odd area as such. Although it's not buzzing of bees, but there's always a sweet smell of honey over by the fox and bear monuments.
Okay. What direction from here would that be in?
You just exit the city, and it's you head to the west, and you can't miss it. There's a sort of a monument there, and a story of apparently what happened in a battle.
Oh, okay. I will have to check that out. Thank you very much.
Of course, and if I can help in any way to figure out what happened to Jonas, please let me know.
If I require anything, any information, or any type of assistance, I will definitely come and ask for your aid.
So Jonas over, she's kind of like moving things around, kind of looking over her shoulder. It's like, Jack, you first, come here, you. And she does a little finger, beckoning you over.
And, Jack kind of leans as he steps and makes his way to her.
And she picks up kind of this quiver and like, hits over back. So I kind of already did stuff for you, if you remember. Pew, pew, pew. So I don't have a lot for you, but with Seraph's help, I was able to make some of these for you. And she gives you this quiver, and you look in it, and it's these 5 strange-looking arrows that are customized to fit your gauntlet. And you have 5 arrows of blasting if you want to add those to your inventory.
Yes, sir. And Jack's gonna look at him a little puzzled and go, I'm curious to test these out. I appreciate the work you put in.
And just be careful, because you don't want to shoot in the wrong place, otherwise go boom! And it can make a big mess.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's see. Who's next? Just kind of Felix? You're really good at making things and everything, and your armor's so cool already, and I couldn't really think of anything to make you, but in the blacksmiths, I was able to pull out this half-plate armor. I don't know if you can use that. I hope you can, because that's kind of all I have. Oh, and this elixir of health that I was able to get as well. Can you use these?
Sure, Jonas. I'm appreciative. I'll find some use for them. Thank you.
Yay! Yo, welcome. Whoo! So he kind of pushes it over towards you, hands you the potion, or the elixir, I should say. Let's see, who's next? And then she pulls something out of her pocket, and she kind of like just bows her head a little bit. I did have this for Dorhan. It was to help protect him because he was always just wearing clothes and no armor, and I kind of worried about him. And I have this ring, but if he's not here anymore, could anybody else make use of it? And she holds up this ring, and it has a kind of like it's gold with a shield symbol on the front of it. She just kind of holds it out.
I mean, I can hold on to it.
What does it do?
It's a ring of protection. It helps protect.
Well, I mean, I'm the only other person here that has died. Maybe I could use it.
Sounds good. Open up. And she flicks it up and flicks it into your mouth.
Right.
Destroys the ring.
Am I supposed to eat that? Or put it on?
Just don't chew it.
Okay.
So yeah, you can add a ring of protection to your inventory. Okay, let's see who's left. Let's see. Darius! So, I had a hard time kind of thinking of something from you because you're so good at everything already. So I don't know if you use shields at all because I haven't seen you hold one. However, this one will help you even if you don't use it in battle. And she reaches up, pulls out this beautiful black circular shield, and it has these strange engravings all around the outside and some in the middle. And as you kind of like, you look at it, you almost feel like hypnotized just staring at it. You just kind of shake your head just to kind of like get yourself back into. Here you go. It's a shield of seduction.
He's gonna kneel down, and he's gonna take it, and he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna figure out what happened to you.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I feel just fine. I think I just had a little bit of a slip maybe and fell. I'm sure it's nothing.
And he just smiles and stands up.
Okay. I think that's everybody, right? Wait, no. Atlas. Of course, how could I forget about Atlas? Atlas,
Right.
I have saving the best for last. I have this absolutely amazing invention for you. I'm so excited to show you. Come here, come here.
Oh, I'm so excited too. What is it?
She pulls out this little, looks like a metal ring.
Another
Circular
ring.
with like a little kind of clasp on it with kind of 2 hooks.
With
This is for
clasp and
you.
hook. What is it?
Hold out your hand.
What one?
Left.
Here you go. And I disengage it. And I
No. I mean,
hand it
you're
over to her with my right hand.
okay. not quite what I expected. She just tosses it behind. Stick out your arm.
Oh, what one?
Let's go with the left one again.
I just hold up, like,
The nubby arm, and then the hand just like slowly like back into place.
She's gonna ducks her head out of the way as it just flies back in. So she takes the metal ring and she pushes it on, and then she kind of mumbles a few words and then kind of turns it, and you almost hear like a click. And then the surface area of the ring blends in to your arm. And she's like, I've never seen you carry a shield either, but now you can without interrupting this. And she starts grabbing your hands and like jiggling them around.
Ooh, what does that mean?
ooh, what does that mean?
You can hold this shield, but you can still use your pew pew rocket hand things.
Oh my. So, how do I hold the shield?
Just like this. And she goes over and she pulls this really kind of, it looks like pretty rotten around the edges, circular wooden shield. And then she just pushes it and clicks, and the little clasps inside, they reach around and lock in to the handles of the shield.
Oh, so okay. Can I have this shield?
Yes, it's not very good at all, but you can have it.
Oh, that's better than no shield at all, which is what I have right now.
Sure is.
This is wonderful. I don't have anything to give you.
Oh, actually, I'm not done. I wanted everybody to be here for this because this, I think, is my most wondrous invention. And Seraph starts to look a little bit worried because she's seen Jonas do some experimentations before. Is this the time for this, Jonas? Oh, don't worry, everything's gonna be just fine. This was actually inspired by Felix. I was really inspired with how you did everything and how you made your armor and how it all went up into a little thing and then came out. And you're just wonderful at what you do. And I thank you so much for giving me so much inspiration. I'd lost this over the years, and since meeting you, I think it's really helped. So thank you so much. She reaches in to her pocket and pulls out this little tiny black disc. And she holds it up. There's almost like a hum from it, and you see this red kind of circle just slowly lighting up. It's like, okay, so Atlas, this might be a little bit weird, but is it okay if I go inside you?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
Okay, just spin around and open up your hatch.
Okay.
8 hour
Around
rest.
and-
I had a nickel, right?
All right. So as you turn around, you open up the hatch. So Jonas leans down. She takes this metal disc. She goes into the inner workings of where your sentry is usually stationed. The inner workings for it, and she takes a minute to position this thing. And as it slowly connects, it's almost like a magnet that you feel connect with inside you, and you feel this kind of like a warm pulse. It just kind of little warm pulse. She's like, okay, I hope I did this properly. And then
whatever you did, do it again.
Stay there, don't move. And she grabs this piece of half-blade armor and pushes it underneath. It's like, okay, I want you to focus really hard on this armor. But point your hatch at it.
Point my hatch at that armor?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm focusing really hard.
So as you focus, you all see this little red beam of light come out, and not unlike how Felix's armor disassembles, you see pieces of this start to break apart and shrink in size and fly inside Atlas. And Atlas, you feel this kind of warmth now, and you hear these clicks. You hear all these little tiny thuds
What's
as
happening?
the armor reassembles inside your inner workings, connecting to your plated exterior, so your appearance not changing, but possessing the statistics of the armor that is now inside you. I don't know if it worked perfectly. You might have messed up a little bit of your stuff, but I'm sure over time it'll be fine. I call it the Atomizer 5000.
Atomizer 5000. This is the best day ever.
That's a really cool name, but Atlas looks the same. What did you do?
I flick Felix's head and I'm like, Felix!
I feel stronger. I feel denser, like
Felix, try to hit him.
thicker.
I would never do something like that, Derry.
You have hit him!
I think it worked. Now,
So are you a storage unit now? I don't understand what happened.
I think I can absorb armor and reinforce my internal systems with it. Is that what you were going for?
Well, what it can do is, instead of changing your appearance by putting on ugly armor, it basically puts the armor on inside you. And if you want to get rid of it, just do it in reverse. Just open up your flap, push really hard and focus, and it will reassemble right behind you.
Ooh, so I can change out armor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've actually heard of an invention like this before. They called it the transmogrifier. It was for people who wanted to wear really good armor that looked ugly and look better.
Oh no, this isn't new.
This
I
is
thought I
brand
made
new.
this up. Oh,
I don't think
no.
what Felix is referring to goes inside the rear hatch and works
Oh.
internally.
Oh. Well, anyway, I just thought because you died, I tried to think of everything I could to help you. So I thought if you had a shield and you had more kind of reinforcement in your armor, then you might have more of a chance of not dying.
And a ring of protection. I think he's gonna be pretty stout from now on, and he's gonna knock on Atlas's head.
There's like no echo now. It's just like solid.
Yeah, I honestly feel very, very durable.
Let's test
Yay!
it. Reen, use a lightning bolt.
Oh, no!
No, don't do that. I don't think the metal that we just added in there is going to help very much with the
Reen's
lightning.
fire anyway. She can't do it.
It takes 4 times damage from lightning.
Yeah.
Jonas,
Punch me.
out of curiosity, could you make Atlas anything that might make him insulated?
Felix, punch him.
Punch me, Felix.
What?
I
Hard
don't.
as you can.
No, I don't really want to do
Well,
that.
something-
Try it.
Do it.
Punch him.
Punch me. Punch me.
Yes. So Felix will summon the gauntlets to his hands, but not the rest of his armor, and I'll make an attack.
Please don't. Why would you use the gauntlets?
I'm punching metal barehanded.
Yeah, come on. Jeez, gonna break his
Oh, whoops.
knuckles.
He's got thunder gauntlets, though.
Yeah, it's not electric gauntlets.
Oh,
It's
lightning.
27 to hit.
fine. All right, roll damage.
One shots him.
How much AC does a shield add?
2.
Okay.
9 thunder damage.
9 thunder damage. So as you connect with Atlas, you do feel a difference in the structure from when last time you hit him. It's just kind of like you feel more of a solid kickback against your fist in comparison to what you did with your hammer.
Wait, has it been more than 1 minute since we fought Venmoria?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ow!
Good thing, otherwise you would have taken lightning damage too.
Oh, that hurt. I didn't think you'd actually hit me, Felix.
As Felix connects with Atlas, though, because he's so much more dense and just the collision, the crack of thunder is like so deafeningly loud inside this house as it reverberates off the walls
It blows the house apart.
You see the furniture just vibrating, the chair over to the
It's
side.
like a flashbang went off in here.
The windows smashing.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing the windows were open. Probably would have broke
What?
them.
Maybe we should take a rest before we just start attacking each other. What would happen if one of us went down on accident?
Oh, jeez.
I can stabilize people.
How did it feel? Did it
Felix-
feel good? Like, is
Felix
it
just kind of like pulls his
strong?
fist back and steps back, and it's just like, you definitely got a lot more resistance in you.
Nice. I can take on anyone.
Maybe not anyone. Just work yourself into it slowly.
I am going to be a hero of the land. I need to rest.
Yeah. You guys want to head back to the tavern? I'd like
I
to
literally just power down.
talk about
Well, besides living in these shacks, I mean, there's a mansion you guys can live in now too. So I mean, take advantage of that.
It may need some cleanup.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go in there.
There's a lot of research stuff that you might find interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I do think they should utilize it. Just fair warning, there are a lot of skin.
Yeah, just be
Oh,
careful. When
and-
you first walk in, the room on the right's got that woman that Darius stabbed unprovoked.
Again, listen,
For no
I was
reason.
just testing to see if she was not what she was, and I was correct, first of all. Second of all, I was not expecting to stab her in the shrugular, okay?
So
Maybe
I'm
I
just
should have
saying that
stabbed you.
everybody here should just make sure that they never give Darius reason to suspect you're not what you are.
You're not a living creature. I agree.
Have no fear. The mansion's being taken care of. Don't worry. I appreciate the
Okay.
concern.
I think
If-
you guys should once it's taken care of, you should definitely move shop there. There's a research basement where Jonas could probably never leave. And there's enough room for, well, I guess the three of you. There's not really any other people here.
I appreciate the forethought. I have a few ideas.
Okay.
And if you could have your pyromaniac friend go try to burn up the remains of Dorhan so we can take them.
Armin and Kodan are currently, we'll say, cleansing the mansion at the moment.
Whatever we can get to take to his family would be nice.
Of course.
All right. So tavern.
Yeah, I
You-
guess so.
I guess when you level up, it resets you because I'm like full health and everything.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you guys are short on a few things, so you guys are heading to the tavern?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys head out. Seraph calls you. Felix, can we have a word now, if you don't mind?
Yeah, absolutely. And Felix has packed the gauntlets back up, so no armor right now.
Okay. So, Jonas hops up onto the chair. So, we've been thinking, and we wanted to ask for your help on something, and I hope you're open to it. The people that you've helped here, myself, Jonas, and Armin and Kodan, which you don't know very well, but they've been here a very long time. They're grateful for the entire group, and freedom is a tricky thing. Once you've been stuck somewhere for so long and you're given freedom, then what do you do with that if your whole life has been here? And so we were wondering if you would be able to help. The city itself was a thriving place at one time before greed took over. The mine, it can be reopened. And I don't know if you've traveled further than the city, but there is a dock here that was used to transport the ore quickly to Centaurium. And Lord Venmoria has his own vessel that was there that he commissioned years ago, and it's still usable. It would take time, of course, to clear all the rubbish and rubble and wreckage and the destruction that was done within the mine to reach the dock. But after a few weeks of hard work, we could clear the way. And Lord knows if we, I may be speaking out of turn, but if we were even to reconstruct the device in the throne room, I mean, we could be some of the first people to even reach the islands that is not Centaurium. There's a lot of potential here, but Jonas can only do so much, and I don't know how much more time I have here. Would you be able to help with that?
Yes, absolutely. Of course, it sounds like a great endeavor and a great purpose. I would love to stay and help.
I know out of everyone, I think Minikin's death hurt you the most, and I believe this would be a great way to honor him. I do.
Thank you. Yeah, of course.
Very well. I'll hold you back no further. When you're ready, just come see Jonas, and we can start working on a plan. If your friends, I mean, if they come across people as they travel to Centaurium, if they can come across people that perhaps need a home, or people who don't fit in, or need work, or anything like that, I think we can build something really amazing here. They could send them here, and we could work on something, I believe.
Yeah, I'll let them know. Thank you.
And she walks over and says, "Thank you, Felix. I don't think you can even comprehend what you've done here for us. Thank you."
You don't comprehend what you've done for me. I've been looking for a purpose for a long time, and a chance to do something, to be useful. So thank you.
Indeed, fate is a funny thing.
And Felix will nod and make his way out the door.
Okay. She nods back and turns back towards Jonas. All right, so Jack.
I'll head towards the bar.
Okay. So Darius and Jack, as you enter the bar, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I ask where Felix is.
Jack, do you know where Felix is?
I'm assuming he stayed behind. I don't know, but I'm gonna be upstairs if you need me. And Jack's gonna.
Wait, Jack, hold on.
Yeah.
I would prefer Felix was here for this, but I guess he's busy. Look, there's some stuff I've got to clear about my past and about why I'm here. I mean, we've kind of taken care of a major event that's happened. So, look, I know you already know that from the beginning, I was never sent here as a fighter. I was sent here as kind of a condemnation. And admittedly, most of my life I've been kind of aloof. I ran around just having fun, partying, entertaining. But initially I did that because I thought I was just escaping an oppressive father, a man who was forcing me into something I never wanted to do. And I thought I ran away so that I could, I don't know, just escape it. I didn't want to do what he wanted me to do, and I ran and I hid, and I don't know all the details, but I'm something is changing inside of me, and I'm starting to unlock some secrets of my past. And a part of that was, well, the past that I thought I had, it isn't mine. And it was It was fabricated. It was made up so that someone could hide something or lie to me or keep something from me. And I think that despite what I give off, I think that I'm part of something that, to be honest, terrifies me. I don't know what's next. I don't know what comes next. I don't know what we're going to do next. I know we had to get to Centaurium, but there's something else inside of me. I have a mission that I need to accomplish. I mean, I need to rest. I'm exhausted. Let's be real. But tomorrow I need to go and seek something out or someone. And I understand if you don't want to come with me, but I'm hoping that you will. You've been an asset through this whole thing, despite my jokes. It's how I deal with, well, everything.
Jack's gonna kind of slap Darius on the shoulder. Well, hopefully it's not a big rabbit trail, but I guess figuring things out about your life is important. So I don't want to say that yours, my adventure is more important than yours, but finding yourself is vital, and I plan on finding myself out after I accomplish this tournament for Centaurium.
I'll tell you what, if you help me, I will help you.
Well then, you'll have my bow, and you'll have Reen's assistance as well.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll see you in the morning.
And Jack will just kind of scamper off with Reen to a room.
All right, so this conversation is just ending. Felix, oh, sorry, correction there. So Felix, you're just kind of coming in at the end of that conversation as you see Darius go up the stairs.
Oh, I didn't go upstairs.
Oh, I thought you were going. Oh, was Jack went upstairs?
Yeah, Jack went upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out the water skin that I have the wine in, and I'm going to try and find a glass and fill it up.
Okay. So, yeah, as you look over the bar, there are kind of some push to the corner. It looks like they might have been just there for kind of decoration, a little bit of dust on them, but you can definitely clear one
I'll get them
off
out and
for-
I'll wipe it out with like my shirt. I'll fill a glass with wine and sit down and wave at Felix as he comes in. Where were you?
I was just talking with Jonas and Seraph a bit more.
Oh. What? Did they need something else?
Just some help with some things.
Oh, okay. Are we staying in town a bit longer then?
No, I think everything's all right. What are you wanting to do next? I mean, we did what we set out to accomplish here.
I'm not gonna lie, you just missed a really big like monologue that I did. I'm not gonna go over the whole thing again. You already know that I'm here for what I'm here for. But I've recently started to realize my past has been a lie and all made up. And I've received a breadcrumb. I need to go and find someone or something in the forest. I wanted to do that. I mean, obviously I need to rest, and I think we all do. So I was gonna head out in the morning. I asked Jack if he would help me. I think he's in. I think Atlas is going to come. So, I mean, you're the last one. You want to come with?
Yeah, I mean, why don't we regroup in the morning and as you said, we should get some rest.
Okay. And then I down my glass of wine and I head up.
Felix will head up too.
Okay. All right, as you all kind of like settle into your rooms, Atlas already in stasis. Gonna
Yeah,
think
I'm
over
over the count.
Okay. Just thinking over everything that everybody's been through and trying to kind of piece it all together. This adventure that you all came together on, thinking you're doing one thing, visiting this mainland, this amazing tournament, being stripped of that, and forced into this maniacal, crazy man's area, trying to steal something built within your chests for possibly unknown purposes. And you all slowly fade off to sleep. We'll take a break there. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Where's my break button? All right, welcome back. You all slowly wake from your slumber, sleeping a lot longer than what you normally do. Coming up to the next day, basically sleeping for like 14 hours. You guys hear the birds chirping outside. The sun is shining. You all wake up within your rooms. What do you wish to do?
Oh shoot! I forgot I had that.
Darius says as he gets out of bed.
Yep.
Felix, as he wakes, will get up right away and head downstairs and sit at one of the tables.
Jack and Reen will get up and they will too go downstairs and take a seat.
How long does it take to attune to something?
An hour.
1 hour.
Okay, so I'd want to attune to both then.
Okay, yeah, that's no worries. The automatizer was done for you anyway, so.
Oh,
Okay. If he did that, I also want to identify Venmoria's gauntlet.
We can identify you while you're sleeping. He's sleeping with Reen like this.
Oh, that counts. Okay, in that case, then I'll spend an hour to identify the gauntlet, and then
within the 14 hours of sleep. Okay, gotcha.
Wake up early.
Yeah, wake up early to identify. So yeah, so as we will get to that for sure. But first of all, Felix coming down first. You see Thoric sitting at table. Warden, how you doing? You feeling better after the fight yesterday?
Yeah, I think I do. It's been a lot of confusing emotions surrounding all of that.
Well, that's understandable. I think I might have been better off stuck in that bloody murder. He starts just laughing and back in his chair.
Pull it out of the bag. Here you go.
Yeah, I mean, things did seem a lot simpler when we were just down in that mine.
I think I've seen the last of mines. I don't even know how many years I was in there. What are you doing now? What's the plan?
Well, I was going to ask you that. What's your plan? What's next for you? I mean, you've lost so much time. The world's changed, I'm sure. What do you want to do now?
I want to go home to Yorick, my home village where I've always been, and my family's always been. I'm gonna head there. I tried to go there, but I had a little bit of a problem, so I thought I'd come back to the city, and that's when I seen the problems with the little one.
Is your village on the mainland? Here?
Aye, in Talith. Aye, south. It's south of here, Venmoria. It's a stomping ground. A lot of people in Venmoria City was buzzing. A lot of people would come through there. Would see lots of people. I was a blacksmith. I sell a lot of stuff going in and out all the time. Very, very busy. When Venmoria City was busy. Then when it wasn't anymore.
It's hard to imagine this place being busy and popular. Do you have family back in your village?
No, had no children, had no wife. Just had my apprentice, so I'm hoping my apprentice has done okay for herself. But you can't stay thinking about the negative. You always gotta think about the positive. Now, are you all heading out of the city now, or are you staying here? Because I wouldn't mind traveling with someone, because a little bit of danger, I think, on the way there. And I'm not too sure I'll be all right on my own.
I think there are some plans in the works, but we should probably wait till everyone's gathered to discuss what's next.
All right, that's fair. I think I'm gonna go out and just wait at the north end of the city. I think I've seen enough of this place for a while. I'll see you out there, hopefully, Felix.
Take care, Thor. Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
All right, so at that point, Darius, Jack, You guys coming down the stairs, and Atlas, you do indeed come out of stasis. You see Jonas is just laying on her bunk.
I take the ring out of my mouth, and I want to see if it'll fit on one of my fingers.
Okay. So as you go to place it on the finger, and you feel your finger is a little bit chubbier than what it is, and as you go to force it, the ring starts to open up, and as it gets to about halfway down your finger, it closes slightly and stays on your finger.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Oh, you're awake. Oh, yes. It's like a magical ring. Fits
Mhm.
any finger.
That's great. Does
Yeah.
it fit other things?
I don't. What else would you try to fit it in?
Like around my arm?
I don't know. I've never tried to put it on anything that large before.
Just 'cause sometimes my hands, like you know, they detach, so I would love to be able to wear it 'cause it's so beautiful, but
Ooh, that's weird. Could you
I-
put it on one of your toes? Unless you have your toes fly off.
Those
do
also
I have
detach.
those? I can't quite actually see down there.
Let me take a look. She goes down and plays around with your foot, and then the front panel on your foot, she just she pops it up, and you see these metal, weird-looking obtrusions coming out the bottom section of your ankle.
Okay.
I guess you do. I don't know if they're supposed to be exposed, though. They don't look very durable.
I mean, I think if I could wear it on my arm, that would be preferred. Because I'd like to be able to see it too. Can you try holding it out and I'll see if I can fit my hand in it?
Hold out your arm?
No, the ring, Jonas. Hold the ring for me.
Oh, okay. She reaches out her hand.
And I hand her the ring.
Okay. She holds the ring.
And I
Try to make my hand as small as I can, and just
Okay.
like try to push to see if it will go around.
Okay, so as you push, it goes about 3 fingers to the first where your knuckle would be and just stays there. It doesn't seem to expand anymore. Oh, I guess there's limitations to the magic.
Oh, okay, no problem. Oh, do you have a chain? I can wear it like a necklace. Would that still work?
I don't know. You could certainly try.
Wear it like a necklace.
Okay. Do you have a chain that I can wear it like a necklace?
I do not currently have a chain that would be like that. No, sorry.
Okay.
Could you make one out of some cord or something?
Yeah, I probably could, but I mean, I wanted to kind of keep the aesthetic the same so it all flows nicely. It's really beautiful, Jonas.
Well, if we get a little bit of time, maybe I could make something. I'd probably need an hour or two, though.
Okay. That'd be great, thank you. Should I leave the ring with you?
Oops. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Hang on to it for now, and then we'll just attach it to the chain later.
Okay, wonderful. You're the best. Oh, Jonas. I
Yeah.
have a gift for you as well.
Ooh, what is it? 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 She's bouncing up and down.
Because you've been so great,
Mhm.
and because you make everyone around you smile,
Mhm.
I want to give you this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hand her the wand of smiling.
Okay. She grabs it. Ooh, a pretty stick. This is amazing. She starts just twirling it around.
Now, if you
thank
have
you.
someone that comes by that doesn't want to smile, just point that at them, and there you go.
What a great idea. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm going to go get Seraph right now. She just runs
I
out
was
the
just
door.
gonna say, go try it on Sarah.
Appropriate.
Sprints out the door. So Darius and Jack, as you come down, you see Felix sitting at a table. What would you like to do?
Hey, buddy. You're muted.
Morning, guys.
Oh, morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys feeling?
You know, like I said last night, I gotta go and start looking for something, so that's fun.
Yeah, I guess he's got to go do something, and we got to get to Centaurium so I can win this shindig. So, are you ready?
Yeah, just about. Where's Atlas?
I'm probably still at Jonas's.
Atlas, after Jonas leaves, what are you doing?
I'm just taking my time and looking at my ring. I want to like expend the armor and like reapply it. Like I want to kind of work that out and see how that works and kind of just get a feel for doing that.
Okay.
And then I also want to try to. I want to see if there's anything else in the room that I can dismantle and put up my hatch instead of armor. I just want to see if it like works on anything else, or if I can like smuggle things with this. You know, that kind of.
Okay. Well, after when you're attuning to it, you understand the workings of it. So you try a few things in the room, random things, and nothing seems to break into it until you go to an actual piece of armor. In which case it reassembles the armor that was within you, places it beside, and then reabsorbs the new piece of armor. Only one piece of armor it can use at a time, and it only works with armor.
Okay.
Unless you're smuggling a piece of armor, then you can't smuggle with it.
Okay.
All right, so boys at the tavern. What you up to?
Well, if you guys are ready to head out, we should probably grab Atlas.
Yeah, I think I can go look for him. Which way did you say you needed to go there, Darius?
Seraph said to go out of town and then head west. And then she said that there was a bear statue and another statue. And that's where I need to start looking, I guess.
All right. Well, I'll go get Atlas, and I'll meet you outside.
Sounds good.
And Jack is going to first go look at Jonas, because that's the last place he saw him.
Okay. Yeah, so as you head down, all over the map. Yeah, so as you walk in, you see Atlas
Trying to shove things out my
hatch
hatch.
fully open, pushing his hatch down on a hammer. He's like, oh,
What are you doing with that hammer?
Oh, I'm seeing what will fit up here. Come here.
No.
Where
How
are
much-
those gauntlets over here? Oh,
How much-
Oh, I have an idea.
Atlas,
want
how
to-
much time do you need until you're ready to leave? We're ready to get some stuff done today. I'm glad that you're searching yourself and what stuff fits in your body, but we have accomplished a lot in the last few days, and I'd like to get moving.
Okay. Can you hold still for a second?
I want to eject the current armor,
okay.
and then I want to point my hatch towards Jack, and I want to see if I can suck his armor in.
Okay. So as you focus and kind of bear down, you reassemble the armor on the ground, and you point yourself at Jack, and you focus with all your might, and no, it does not.
It didn't work. Did you feel like any tugging on your armor there? Like any pull or
No.
no?
Do you want to try it on this? And then Jack will reach in his bag, and he's going to throw the armor he was wearing on the ground.
I will try to suck it up with my hatch.
Yep. It goes in and disassembles, pieces of it fly in, and you feel it distribute within inside your interior.
Ooh, this armor is super fun. This is great.
Allows me to stay mobile, and maybe it'll let you get a little more mobile.
I like start like doing like jumping jacks and like kind of testing my flexibility.
Doing handstands.
What does this armor do?
That's just a chain shirt. So your base armor is 13.
17? Oh, 13.
And then I think you add your dex
Yeah, okay.
modifier.
All right. I just
To
should do that
maximum.
again.
Yeah. This band down reassembles right below you.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna stick to my other armor because I felt way more full, but that's great. Chain is good, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. I want to say delicious, but I don't feel like that's correct. But okay, well, let's get going, I guess.
Excellent. Jack's gonna scoop up his old armor. He's gonna place it in his backpack, and he's going to show Atlas the door. See if he can get him in front of him.
Thank you. Oh, wait. Where's Jonas? I'm supposed to wait for her for another 40 minutes or so.
I don't know, but we're gonna meet at the edge of town. If you need to speak with Jonas before we leave, we can definitely work on that. But I think it's best if we communicate with the group what's going on.
Okay. Alright, let's head over.
All right.
And I'll just follow him.
Okay. Felix, Darius, you guys need to take care of any business before these guys return?
I think we're just meeting outside, right? So
Okay. All right, yeah. So as you walk up, you guys see Felix and Darius standing outside the tavern.
All right, you guys ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Do we have an idea of, well, after you've gone to wherever we're going, which way is Centurium?
No, but I'm sure we can ask the people of this town when we're done.
Okay, so we're coming back.
Or
You didn't
are
really
we not?
specify. You said we were going.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I didn't. I assumed we would come back. I guess we could just go straight to Centurium if you want.
well, before you do, you should head to the out the north end of town. Thoric wanted to travel with you guys, and he said he'd be waiting there.
You mean with us?
I'm gonna stay here for a while.
What?
Like for
What?
the day? Like
Yeah, like for a couple hours.
We're coming back, so
No, I'm gonna stay here for a long while.
What? Look, man, I know I've given you a hard time about some of the decisions you've made, but that didn't mean I wanted you to leave.
I know, but Seraph and Jonas have offered me an opportunity to help rebuild this place and make things better for people. That's what my original talents were supposed to be. I'm glad that we had this adventure and managed to do what we set out to do, and I'm grateful for all of that. But I think that I need a change of pace for a while to try and do something where I feel like I can do some good and hopefully not mess up and get anybody else hurt.
You know what, Felix? There isn't anyone better than you that I could see to help rebuild things here. I think you'd be a great addition and very helpful to these people. I thought, I wish you could come with us, but they definitely are going to need help here. And maybe while we're out, if we ever find anybody who's kind of lost soul, we can send them here and try to help you guys repopulate this area, kind of make it a town again.
Yeah, Thork told me this place used to be really busy, a bustling place that people pass through all the time, and maybe it could be that again. Who knows? But I've struggled for so long, trying to know my purpose and place in the world, and I don't know that this is for sure it, but for now, I think this is a good place to look.
I can only imagine what you and Jonas will get done together.
Yeah, when I come back here, I expect to see some futuristic thing built in the middle of town.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, if you're going to actually get work done here, might I recommend you don't step foot in the mine for a while?
Well, no promises there.
Wait,
And
you're not just like making this story up so you can stay here and go in the mine, are you?
Well, we never did find the watery palace.
Oh, I don't want to miss the watery palace.
I think you should go back there because I'm pretty sure we got scared after we killed what was there, and we didn't even search the place. So who knows? there might be stuff there.
Mhm.
Well, I don't really intend to go looking for it, but you know what? Maybe I'll build a watery palace.
Ah.
One
And
day
then
you
we
guys
all have a
can-
party?
Yeah, you guys can come back and see it.
Well, I would recommend you start with the door you destroyed when we came out of the mine.
That's a good idea.
It's probably a good idea.
And you should
And-
get rid of the elevator and put a big bouncy pill at the bottom so everyone just jumps down and never has to use an elevator again.
Then how do they get out?
Who wants to get out after there's a watery palace built down there?
You would just jump really high off of the bouncy thing.
It's Felix. He'll work out some cool way of doing it.
That's fair.
I'm gonna miss you, Felix.
I'm gonna miss you too, Atlas. You're incredible. I still don't fully understand how you came to be, but I'm glad you did.
Well, I don't understand either, but I hope I'm gonna find out, and then I can tell you that story while we punch each other at the watery palace. Or you punch me. Maybe I'll punch you back this time.
Well, I don't know that you'll really find a use for this, Atlas, but with your new armor and shield, I thought maybe you might like it. I found this hammer, and I'm gonna pull out the Windsmith Warhammer. When we first crashed here on the beach, it's lightweight and hits pretty hard. You might remember it.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
Is that my paint still a little bit on the edge there?
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't think I could take something so special.
No, I want you to have it, Atlas. Maybe it'll come in handy one day. I don't know, but here, hang on to it for me.
I flinch for a second.
Whoa! What's your deal?
Oh, sorry. It's just that hammer. So it hurts, but in a good way now. It's a good memory. Yes, I will take it. Absolutely. Thank you. I have something for you. If I can give that to you.
Sure.
Okay.
And I go up to him and give him a hug.
And Felix is kind of surprised at first, but he reciprocates the hug and
then
As I leave, the hug, I wrap the cloak of blending around his shoulders and tie it on.
Jack's gonna look at him and say, I haven't really even known you a fortnight yet, and so I really don't grow attached to things in that short of time, but you were a valiant warrior, and you were a respectable leader. So I feel good leaving this place in your hands. And he's going to reach in for a nice, firm handshake. And if he accepts the handshake, he's going to lean in closely. And in Gnomish, he's going to say, "Be safe in your endeavors here, and I hope to meet you again."
Yeah, he'll accept the handshake to that. And he'll say a phrase in Gnomish, which roughly translates in common to "Thank you very much. Best of luck on your travels."
And Darius, I mean, he's already given his speech. He's gonna kneel, ruffle his hair, and then he's gonna hug him and like stand up.
Sorry, I'm gonna take back what I just said because I confused what item I was. The cloak that I got from the guy that I've been wearing around my.
Oh, yeah, Ark the Blind. His like.
Yes, I thought I had that in my
robes.
inventory, but I don't. So this is a different. I'm gonna wrap the one I've been wearing around him.
Okay. Okay. Right. So the black, kind of tattered, got kind of
Yeah.
golden runic symbols on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will put Felix down.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to need these for a while, so why don't you hang on to them, Darius? He's going to hand Darius his box of thieves' tools, and he's going to say, "Give these a try before you try blowing open the next treasure box you find."
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do. And he's gonna stand up and start to walk and go, oh, this is awkward. Hey, man, can I get that sending stone back?
And Felix will take it out of his pack and toss it
Wait.
towards Darius.
How far do those sending stones work? We should still stay in contact, no?
Well, Jonas has one, so that's why I asked for the other one, so that way we can keep in contact.
With Felix?
Well, if Jonas is here, they're going to be working together.
Okay.
Jack's gonna make out with Felix. I'm just gonna...
I just hand Felix
so
his hammer
random.
back and just give him a nod.
What?
That's
So
canon now.
bizarre.
so bizarre.
Oh my god.
Well,
And Felix,
See Jack taking a page out of my book.
Felix just kind of rubs his eyes. He's like, "Geez, some dust blew up in there." Anyway, you guys should probably get on your way. Got a lot to figure out and a lot to find.
oh, Felix, is there an issue with your eye? Would you like me to look at it?
No, it's just some.
Can you?
No, just some dirt.
Takes a scalpel and holds it to your eye.
Just like old times.
Okay.
I mean, you sure you don't want to come on this last adventure with us? We're coming back afterwards.
No, I thought about it. I think I'm done adventuring for a while.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on.
I bend over and I release my hatch. And then Filbert comes out and like flies over to Felix and gives him a little tap on the head and a smile.
You see a mini Filbert fly over. His eye, without having a mouth, you just see the corners of his eye kind of peel up, and it looks creepy but yet friendly somehow.
I'm just picturing like a Pikmin. That's what I
Yeah,
imagine.
basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he just, like flies back.
I just tap his leaf with one finger. Like,
And yeah, he scoots back into my hatch.
Yep.
Reen will give you a nod.
Okay, well, I guess... Should we get going?
Yeah. I need to figure this stuff out.
Okay. Well, you know how to get a hold of us, Felix, and...
Yeah,
No.
it's not goodbye. See you again.
Yeah, and no matter what, no matter where you are, you'll always be an Atlad. Can't never change that now.
Darius is... and he just turns and starts walking.
Jack's gonna be like, "You guys don't have to make it so corny," and then he's gonna turn and walk off as well.
Yeah, don't make it so corny. Just make out with him.
Classic. Yeah, right. Classic.
Yeah, can we roleplay that real quick? No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa!
Okay, so
We're losing it. We're losing it.
so the lads start walking north towards the exit of the city. As you guys turn and see Felix standing outside the inn. As the gates swing open, you guys close it behind. You just see him walking off into the distance between the bars and the gates. As you get outside, you see now for the first time the entrance to Venmoria City. As you guys look out straight ahead, you see the path moving forwards. You see the path to the west. You see a path to the east. Some sort of building on your left-hand side, just trees in the distance, and you see a very stout dwarf. Took you a while to get here. Are you all coming now? Are ya?
Yeah, we just had to say goodbye to Felix.
What do you mean say goodbye?
I guess he's sticking around here for a while.
Well, they could probably use the help. And I want to understand he's a miner and stuff like that. He'll go in there and get some money.
I mean, I know he's short and looks young, but he's not a child.
No, I didn't say he was a child.
You called him a minor.
Okay then. My apologies. Didn't realize I was saying something offensive. You gotta understand, I've been stuck in the mirror for decades.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. My brain's a little.
You said it's been decades you've been in there?
Alright.
Well, I thought we'd never leave this town, so let's go take a look around.
Oh, okay. I was like, and now we are in the Matrix.
Well,
So I just want to, as Felix sees the gate close and sees them disappear, he kind of wipes away a tear and looks up at the sky for a moment and just thinks about the adventure he had with his friends and everything that's kind of led to this point, getting to this island and everything that's happened, and he kind of nods his head with kind of renewed purpose, and he turns and starts heading back towards Jonas's and opens the door and walks in and says, all right, let's get to work.
Nice.
love it.
Fade to sunset. It's morning, but
Yeah, as you guys come out and kind of take this all in, Thor's like, well, I mean, I don't know what, you're heading down south, yes?
Well, actually, so there apparently is a statue of a bear and I think a wolf up to the west up here.
Yeah, I know that. That was there when I was here. That's the fox and the bear.
The fox, that's what it was.
Aye.
I need to go investigate that area.
Investigate? What are you investigating there for? It's been there for years. But a famous story around here about Venmoria City. There was an attack. Aye.
From what?
Well, as the story goes, it was believed that Sinker Sin himself sent a monstrous bear to devour the people of Venmoria, seemingly coming from nowhere, turning all those who opposed it to stone. It said that Vita herself sent a protector from the forest to battle the evil beast. And a brave sacrifice the fox threw itself towards the mouth of the bear as it let out its terrifying roar. Rawr! The fox used all its life energy to reflect the evil back to its maker, locking them in a battle for all eternity. That's what they say anyway. It sounds like a bunch of shit to me, but...
Oh, okay. Well, there's something or someone up there I need to find.
All right, well, it's on the way. That's what I was trying to get out of here, and there's a big thing blocking the way, and it didn't want to really approach by myself, so it's on the way. I can show you where it is.
All right. Well,
We'll be here to help you when you need it.
All right, appreciate it, and I'll return the favor. And he starts heading towards the west section of the map.
Darius is going to be like right behind him, following him.
Okay. Jack Atlas?
Say again, how old are you?
What they well, do you mean how old? Well, that's hard to answer because I was a certain age, but if you count the years I was in the mirror, I don't really know.
Well,
Before I went in the
okay.
mirror, I was 44.
You're 44, and then you spent 2 decades in the mirror?
Well, I'm just guessing. I don't know how long I was in the mirror.
So we'll say 60 to 70 years of time?
You can say whatever you want. I'm as old as I feel, and I feel pretty old.
Okay. And would you say you've heard a lot of stories of people in the area, like the bear story and stuff? You know a lot?
No,
When you were younger?
not really from the area. I came here. I was hired as we'll say a blacksmith for the mines, and I went down there and I repaired all the tools and everything, and I didn't really spend much time up here in the city. So yeah,
Okay.
don't know too much about everything up here.
Okay. No problem.
All right, we're heading out.
I guess lead the way.
All right. So yeah, it starts walking. So I guess you guys are all following. Jack, you're following, yes?
Yeah.
And Atlas?
Yeah, I'm following along.
All right. So Thork starts taking you down this path. You can see now that the mud changes into like cobblestone. This is clearly like paved, structured, straight lines across. The fence that was kind of covering Venmoria City starts to kind of fade away as you guys continue to walk westwardly. Lines of dense foliage, dense trees on either side kind of lining the way. As you kind of look over your shoulder, you can see the mansion in the distance just start to fade away. As you walk for about 5 minutes or so, Thora kind of points, it's coming up here on the right, up here. Do I really need to stop and see this, or come on, start heading?
It's a start. Do I smell the honey?
Roll a perception check.
Perception. That's a 14.
14. Not yet.
Okay.
You don't smell any
So-
honey.
I will head towards the statues then.
All right. So as you guys get a little bit closer now, and he points out to the right, you see this kind of structure with a roof on it, and you can kind of see bars across where probably tied up horses. On the other side, you see something similar, but the roof's a bit shattered and broken off. You see a stone, kind of not a monument, but like a little placard made of stone. As you guys glance over at it, it looks basically exactly word for word what Thoric was presenting to you guys. He clearly just read this and decided to just recite it. And in the field behind that, you see a large bear statue standing almost in an attack form. You see a small fox kind of pointing up in the air, and you see statues, look like statues broken across this opened clearing of grass surrounded by dense trees.
Okay. Any
Oh,
smell of honey?
There you go. If you want to walk a little bit into the clearing, you're more than welcome to do so. Just the path right
basically,
now.
I'm gonna walk up to the statue and try to what I'm looking for right now is the scent of honey that Seraph mentioned, and then I'm trying to hear for any sound of buzzing.
Okay. So as soon as you get about 15 feet away, you see now underneath the fox, you see these strange glowing blue flowers around it, and you start to get the scent of honey coming from it.
Okay, I want to go up and investigate the flowers.
Oh, you like flowers, do ya?
There's a time for everything.
Jack and Atlas, what are you guys up to?
Yawning, apparently.
Sorry. Jack is just kind of, he's not stepping up like to follow. He's kind of just because Thoric's not walking, right?
No, Thark's just waiting here, seeing what.
Yeah,
Darius is
Jack will
doing.
just wait with Thoric, and
I'm
as will
look-
Reen.
Atlas is looking at Felix's hammer. He's just kind of like, I don't know if you have to attune to it or not, but he's kind of. Can you walk and do that?
You don't have to attune to that specific hammer. I can't
No.
find the details of it, but I'll.
Yeah, okay. He's just looking it over and kind of like tossing it and like getting a feel for it. Like he's super enamored that he has this now.
Yeah. So the hammer, as you toss it, it looks like a two-handed hammer. Like it looks huge, but as you toss it, it feels really light. There's a diamond right at the top of the hilt where it connects to the head of the hammer. There's a small, looks like a diamond in there. And each time you toss it, there's just a faint little glow from it. And you feel like
Each time I what? Sorry?
each time you toss it up in the air,
Okay.
like when you're giving it any type of lift. So although the size of a two-handed hammer, you can hold it easily in one hand.
Okay. I hope it's not lightning.
Summons lightning, gets killed.
Okay, cool. So you guys are all there. Okay. So yeah, Darius, as you go up, roll an investigation.
That's a good roll. I rolled an 18 plus 4, so 22.
Me too. Okay, awesome. So yeah, as you get a little bit closer to check out these flowers, and you kind of glance up and look at these statues, something seems very strange about them. They look too lifelike. When you're looking at the bear, you can see its jaws are open, its teeth are out, but you can see it looks like under this stone, like pieces of flesh almost seem to be missing from it, and chunks and squares of looks like patchwork metal placed over it. But it seems to be completely encased in stone. And as you look at the fox, it looks like this beautiful, would be healthy if not covered in stone fox, kind of pointed its neck up in the air, and these flowers around it. Roll a history.
That's not good. I should have paid more attention in school. 6.
Okay. So yeah, these flowers just look completely unique to something you've never seen before. And as you look at the fox, you can see now it's strange. It appears like stone, but you almost sense that you can feel almost movement underneath it, even though it's not moving. There's something very strange about it.
I want to poke it.
Okay, you poke it. It feels like stone. It doesn't seem to move. It seems securely in place where it is. What you doing over there?
Just give me a few, please.
Oh, all right. Sorry, didn't mean to overstay my welcome there.
And I'm gonna bow my head, and I'm gonna quietly. So first I'm gonna like bow my head and I'm gonna try and look back to make sure there's nobody within, like if I whisper out loud, if anyone would hear me. Assuming they're not. I'm gonna bow my head and just go, Demantrium, I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here. Please, if you can hear me, help me.
So as you say these words, you feel a slight ripple almost just irradiate out from your body. As you close your eyes from saying these words, you see in front of you the fox. Everything just seems black, except for this fox has an orange and red glowing aura around it. And then as you blink your eyes quickly, it disappears. Not the fox, your vision.
So I'm blind?
No, you can now see. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. I don't see the glow anymore.
Correct. Yes, it's back to normal.
Okay. Guys, there's something about this statue. And I stand up. I'm gonna try and pick a flower and see if anything happens.
Okay. Yeah, you pick a flower. It comes out nice and clean. It's a beautiful blue and yellow kind of glowing flower. As soon as you pick it, though, the light kind of starts to fade a little bit. What do you mean there's something about the statue? Cleric starts walking up.
I think that the fox. I think this is why I'm here. This is what I was sent for.
But a statue.
I don't think it's a statue, or I think it's at least more than just a statue.
Well, it was here ever since I got here not so long time ago.
Yeah, but it also was a living thing, you said, before it was a statue.
That's just a story.
Oh, well, I'm telling you, there's something about this statue.
Then how do you suspect we break it free?
And I cast Shatter.
There it is.
I don't know. Do any of you have like? And then
Jack is gonna slowly pull out one of his arrows of blasting. I can try to blow it up.
I don't think that's the solution.
That's sacrilegious. This is a religious statue, sure. It came down from the heavens.
It's stone, right?
Come and look at it. Like it feels like stone, but it looks so lifelike.
Okay, I'm gonna go inspect it.
Okay.
As Jack's walking up, he's gonna say, "Can't you feel the arcana inside of it? Put your hands on it and see what happens."
Well, I mean, I poked it and it felt like stone.
Well,
I'm gonna pet it.
Okay, you pet it. It feels strangely kind of warm to the touch. Alice, you can roll medicine.
It's warm as well.
So, am I touching it or?
Oh, sorry.
is it
Let's roll a medicine. Sorry.
Oh, medicine. Okay.
Yeah.
Not much. Hold on. 14.
Okay. So you go all over the stone, and you can't really see what Darius is talking about, except the fact that you get this faint, feels like a heartbeat, just a faint rhythm that seems to come through the stone every couple of seconds.
Okay, but otherwise, like analyzing the actual material, it feels like stone.
It feels like you can't say without sort of breaking it off and really digging through it, but from what you can tell, it seems to be stone or some form of stone.
Wait a minute, Thoric.
What?
Tell me that story one more time.
While he's doing that, I'm putting my ear up to right up against the stone to see if I can hone in on any heartbeats.
Okay. Well, it's believed that Sinkelson himself sent a monstrous bear down to devour the people of Venmoria. Did I
Yeah,
need
you
to
turn
do
it
the
to-
whole thing, or can I just tell you what happened?
I mean, just the highlights.
Aye, the bear come out.
English.
The bear come out, and then it was sent by like a bad god, and then a good god sent down a wee fox, and went rawr, and they froze.
Okay, but you said that the bear was turning people to stone.
Aye, that's what they say. See, take a look around. They made all these statues and threw them all around to make it look like there's people turned to stone.
Atlas, can you move the fox?
Okay, did I hear anything?
First?
Roll
didn't-
investigation.
Oh, when you were listening. Okay.
Yeah. So, what'd you say?
Investigation.
11 plus something.
A lot.
I think it's 6. So I think it's 17.
Okay.
I mean, my thing's not loading for some reason.
Yeah, you hear a heartbeat coming down from its lower chest.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Darius, what, you want me to try to move the
Yeah.
fox?
Move the fox for me.
Okay.
Are they? They are connected, right? They look like they're connected.
No.
No. Okay, they're not connected. Okay, I'm gonna try to move the fox.
Okay, roll a strength check.
And I was listening to the bear statue, right?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said the fox.
No, I thought. Well, originally I thought they were connected,
Okay.
but So yes, it would have been the bear. Is what I would have
Okay.
went to first.
No problem. So yeah, you kind of reach up a little bit and strain. This is a huge bear. It's about like 6.5 feet.
I
In
mean,
its kind of half hunched over form right now. So as you put your ear up to it, you can hear a heartbeat.
Okay. And then, all right. So then I'm gonna move to the fox. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the map. I've been
Yeah.
Peter reminding it. And I'm going to put my ear up against. I am going to grasp it to move it, but I'm also going to put my ear up against it as well because I want to be able to see if I can hear the heartbeat on this one as well.
Okay. So roll strength.
Yeah.
And we'll say for investigation was the same roll for kind of checking out both of these statues, and you do hear, sorry, a heartbeat.
Okay. All right. So I am rolling strength check.
Yep.
And it is a natural 1.
Natural
That's
one.
twice today. Nice.
So you get your arms underneath, you try to give it a lift, and you just feel yourself kind of push into the ground a little bit, unable to lift it up.
Okay.
Oh, it's really heavy. And I think I detect a heartbeat.
You want to move it
Yes.
somewhere?
well, I did because I have an idea.
Wait.
Jack is gonna snap his left hand out and he's gonna try to wrap his grapple around the fox statue and he's gonna pull it back.
Okay, roll a strength check. You must be malfunctioning there, little man. There can't be a heartbeat and a piece of stone.
14. I rolled a 15, but I get a -1.
Yeah, you give it a yank and it's just no give.
I'm going to, just in the background, I'm going to rush over. These are stone people around, right?
Yeah, these look like stone statues scattered all over the.
Okay. Do they all look the same or do they look like different?
They all
Statues.
look different.
Okay. Is there any of them that do they look like military or do they look like just regular people? Do any of them wearing like any garb that would show like rank or anything?
So roll a perception check.
Okay, that's much better. 12. It's like my sheet's not perception. 15.
Okay. So from the bits and pieces you can see, it looks like all different types. You see people in sort of what would look like kind of regular cloth clothing. You can see a couple of kind of what looks like armored military. It looks like a mixture of different type of people.
Okay. And out of the military ones, is there any distinction that maybe like one's a little more regal or like ranking wise?
No, if anything, it looks like more basic. Nothing stands out that shows that it would be any type of like a royalty or sergeant or anything like that. Everything that you see really looks very basic.
Okay. And these stone, are they in pieces or are they fully intact?
They're all in pieces.
So none of them are fully intact.
No.
Except for the bear and the
fox.
The fox.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any that are majorly intact?
Roll investigation. Darius and Jack, you guys doing anything specific?
I have a plan. Yes, I was waiting for Atlas to finish.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just working through my plan right now. 19 plus stuff.
Okay.
I'll tell you 1 second. Investigation is 3. So 21. 22, sorry, 22.
Yeah, so as you look to the northeast of this kind of clearing, you walk past a little fire pit that's there, and you go over to the corner, and you see probably about the largest chunk of something you've seen that's still incomplete. It's about probably 2/3 of a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to put my ear to the chest.
Okay. So you put your ear, you hear nothing.
Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna head back and I'm just gonna ask Thoric again.
Thoric, so you said the bear was the bad one and the fox was the good one?
That's how the story goes.
Okay. I have an idea, everybody.
I do too. Everybody back up.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
How tall is the bear?
He's about 6.5 foot right now, kind of because he's kind of like punched over in an attack
and
mode.
how tall is the fox?
The fox about 2.5 feet.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to risk it.
Well, hold on.
I pull out a stick of dynamite.
No.
Oh,
I push
what
it
are
in.
you
I have a
doing?
better idea. I have
What
a
are you
better
doing?
idea.
I'm gonna blow the bear's head up.
No.
What?
Hold on.
Is that what your goal is? To break a bear statue?
Well, it was evil, and
But
I
it's not
think-
doing anything. Give me that
I get
dynamite.
that.
I could use that.
I'm gonna
But
cast stone shape on the fox, and I'm going to dematerialize the stone around it into a ball of stone next to it.
Okay.
Dang.
All right. So you guys see Atlas unfurl the scroll. You're using the scroll, right? You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfurl the scroll, and you see his eyes change color for a second as he starts to kind of analyze all the text that's there and start reading out the incantations. As you watch,
I also
you
want
to take
a mental note of the incantation as well.
Okay. Yeah, so you try to kind of memorize what you're saying as you
What
go
I'm
through it.
seeing on the scroll, because I would attempt to duplicate it later.
Okay. So as you kind of say the words, you guys watch as starting at the top of the fox, the stone just starts to kind of peel away, just like an orange peel, starting to open and separate. And you see the flesh now start to appear of the fox underneath as the stone just peels away and wraps around and comes together and sits in a little ball right beside as the fox just collapses over, now fully in flesh. You can now all see now this heart beating up and down in the chest of the fox.
I'm gonna rush over and try to stabilize the fox.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word, actually.
Okay. You cast Healing Word. You run over to Alice. You run over quickly. Start kind of trying to get the anatomy. You haven't really worked with a fox before, trying to figure out the anatomy and what you need to do to get this working. You cast your Healing Word as you see the green energy start to pulse through the fox. And the fox just brightly opens its eyes. And you see the tongue start panting. It jumps up onto all fours.
Jumps up onto what?
All fours.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Greetings.
No, it might just be a dog. Did your god give you the ability to speak?
Jack, come over here.
Jack will walk up.
Can you talk to these things?
I used to be able to speak with animals pretty easily, but I traded it. But I am good with animals, so let me see if I can try to talk to it. And Jack will lean down and hold his hand out, and he'll say, "You were encased in that stone for some time, and my friends here have released you from that. Do you know where you are?"
You see the fox's head just kind of spin around, almost like it's trying to take in the scene, and immediately kind of starts to back up as it looks at the bear. Starts to back up, and a look of kind of fear on its face as it starts to back up from the bear towards the west of the clearing.
Don't worry, he's
The bear is still encased in stone and cannot move. We only freed you.
I'm gonna kneel, and I'm gonna pet it to try and calm it down for 10 minutes while I cast Identify while taking the creature.
Just hold this fox down real quick.
Jack, give him one of your rations.
I mean, yeah, I can feed him stuff from my bag too.
There you
so
go.
that-
Okay, so you're casting Identify as a ritual?
Yeah, and it says if I instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you can learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Yeah. So as you start this 10-minute process, Thoric kind of was like, "Can someone explain what's going on here? Does this mean
Sure,
that
this-
bear's gonna come to life?" And he kind of holds up his.
The story is it's true. He was encased in stone, and I was able to remove the stone.
I just want a precursor just in case you do throw this bear at us. I did still put the dynamite in its mouth. So that stick is still in there. I just didn't light it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna pour some of the flask of water, the endless water, just like a stream. Like I'm gonna dig a little hole with my hands, like nearby,
Okay.
and just like put some water in it.
Okay.
The dirt absorbs the water.
So yeah, you dig a little hole as Darius is still kind of petting and doing his incantations, and the fox doesn't seem to care about the water. It's very much focused on the bear. It's not leaving. It's continuing to back up towards the fire pit to the west.
Do you understand what we're saying? Can you nod if you understand us?
I make the gesture of like nodding.
Okay. And the fox nods back. Nods its head up and down.
Jack is going to go up to the bear, and he's going to zip up, and he's going to get on top of the bear and be like, "Look, it can't move. You're safe." And he's going to stand on top of the bear.
So you're standing on top of the bear that has a stick of dynamite in its mouth?
Yep, that's not lit.
Okay. So as you continue this, Darius, the fox now backs up pretty much past the fire pit, looking around, and then kind of bows its head, and you start to see it change forms into... Tim, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What do they see?
Perfect. So as I come backing away from this bear, I am unsettled. But you start to see me get up on my hind legs like I'm backing up. And as I strut my little fox legs backwards, they turn. My skin color or hair color turns brown. And the hair grows longer, and my legs grow longer, and they turn into hooves. And I back up, and you see before you a lean-bodied young man with curled horns coming back towards his ears around to his face.
The moment he starts shifting, Darius stops casting and jumps back 3 feet, pulls his sword out, and he's like, "It's another one!"
What
Wait,
is
wait.
this? Thoric gets his.
I want to
Nice,
scan him real quick, like as he like solidifies in his form, and I want to see if he's human or what species he is, if I know it.
Okay.
And
Roll
I'm
a history.
Still locked up there.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
History.
History. History. Nat 20.
Okay. So you do know what this is. You've never seen one. You've only heard throughout the books and stuff that you've read rumors about it, and it's a satyr. This is like a fey being that shouldn't really exist here. It could have been lost. It could have been born here. It could have been. There's different ways for these beings to somehow exist on this plane, but you've never seen it, and you've really never heard of it actually happening. Only tales of it.
So are those the tales that I have heard? Are they friendly or are they not friendly?
Very friendly, very jovial, lighthearted, almost compared to like a bard or jester type sort of personality.
Darius, stand. It's okay. Stand back. I recognize.
Still, I'm making as much distance from it to me as possible.
It's a satyr. I've never seen one before. They're not evil. They're quite friendly from the stories I've heard.
Well, Dorhan was friendly too, ish.
Mm.
What do you want here? Why are you here? Thoric runs out in protective mode, kind of standing in front of the group.
Whoa, me, the bear, friends, my friends, that bear. You know not that bear. I know that bear. That bear not friend.
The bear's a stone. What's he talking about? And
I mean, 2
Thoric
seconds
turns
ago
around.
he was a stone. I whispered to him.
And that stone has a heartbeat. Thor,
Mastos not dream. This is dream. Mastos not dream in a long time. This is dream. This is dream.
I think
Mastos is that your name?
The Mastos.
The
I'm
Mastos.
the Mastos.
Jack's gonna slide off the bear and make his way over.
okay.
Thor, in your stories, did the fox have a name?
No. I just read the thing over there, and he points towards the the stone plate that has the story on it.
Does that stone plate have the name of the god?
Yeah, it has basically what he said to you guys is literally word for word what it says on the stone.
Okay, what's the name of the god?
For the bear or for the
No, for the
fox?
fox.
It said the god Vita.
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 The Mastos, are you from the god Vita?
No, the Mastos knows of many gods, but Mundos, the earth god, is where my grove. Who are you? Why is Bear still here? Where am I? Where's the city? Where are friends?
We can be your friends. We
My little tail,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you can notice, my little tail kind of wags. I have a little deer tail. Cutest little deer tail.
Jack, do you have any input here?
Would I recognize this at all, or
Roll a nature for you.
that is a 17 on the die, and I'm pretty sure I have a +3 in nature, so dirty 20.
Yeah. So you're familiar with these entities from working. The Sage has told you tales of these, very similar to what I described to Alice.
Okay.
More in regards to they be like frolicking, keep to themselves, but when there is people trying to engage and be kind of mischievous when possible.
You guys are a rare breed, aren't you?
Breed. Mastos is the only one of his.
So you lived in your grove by yourself?
No. Druids of the Grove live with Mastos. Mastos learn from the druids.
Sure.
So you turn into an animal like that fox.
I turn into other friends.
Do you
Why do
turn
we
into
run
bears?
into the...
Is the bear your friend?
That bear was friend, not friend now. He hurt all my friends here. Big party. And I visit Bear to tell him about Day, like I did many, many times. But this time I touched his sad face. And then his sad face turned angry.
Did that turn you to stone?
No! Mastos get away. Mastos run. Mastos faster than Bear. Mastos run to friends. Warn friends. Bear not sad. Bear angry.
Does he sound like he's lying at all? Like making any of this up?
Roll insight.
I get to move to one of the bodies too on the ground and kind of point to it like,
Is this friends?
All friends.
Friends are
What my
friends are gone. Only-
dirty 20.
Only
Mastos.
Bear and Mastos have heartbeat.
Mastos hear Bear scream.
He seems to be
He's
truthful,
scared for
Darius.
friends. Saw friends.
He seems to be truthful.
Okay.
So do you want to try to make amends with your bear friend, or are you letting that ship sail?
Do you want the bear dead?
I haven't all this time, Mastos. I don't know how much time. How much time? Can I make a perception on how much nature has overgrown the statues?
Yeah, go ahead, roll nature. It's hard to tell with the seasons and how this area has been kind of taken care of for these statues in the middle. So you can't really tell.
Mastos, I don't know how long I've been. Stone? You say stone?
Yes, this, and I point to the stone on the ground. This encased you like your friends. I released you.
Friends got cased first. I tried to save friends.
Should
Did
we
the
release?
bear... Sorry.
Should we release your friend the bear as well? Is that?
No. Stay stone forever now.
Okay.
I say we light the dynamite.
This is very, very interesting, but can we start moving? Because if that wee fox came alive, I don't want
Where'd it
that
go?
thing coming alive.
And I
Just
I
light the
stepped out.
dynamite in its mouth.
That's not a good idea. I don't think you should do
It'll
that. I think you should
blow
give the
its head
dynamite
off.
to me because I'm more experienced with it. So hand it on over.
Well,
Go and get it. Short stuff.
Darius, do you need to do anything else here? I mean, you came here looking for something, and now we have a whole person here. So
You came looking for me? I run up. Who's Darius? I run up to the next. And then I leap to the next.
Ooh, that's impressive.
Oi, goat legs.
Go.
See, each time he leaps, he just compresses right down to almost looks like he has no legs, and he just woof, leaps forward through the air.
Does the name Dementrium mean anything to you?
No. And I cork my head.
Can I insight check that?
Sure, insight check.
Insight check that.
can I insight the insight check that Alice is doing?
Inception insight.
7.
My insight is 19 plus. Insight.
You don't need the plus.
6.
He's being truthful.
Okay, thanks.
Well, what you said there was a town. Were you talking about Memoria City?
Ah, yes. Big city. Big city. I came here. Met many humans. Scary at first.
Do you know Jonas?
Jonas?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know Lord?
Lord Venmoria?
No, I came out of the city. My friends were outside the city.
What?
Out in the green. Not much green inside the city.
What year is it?
What you-
So, the year for you,
No, I'm asking him. Like, what is the year for him?
I know I have to tell
yeah,
him. I don't think he
okay.
knows unless he's done the math. Have you done the math?
No. Not done the math.
Okay. So
Reddit
the,
does the math for me.
so the year for you is the year 127 AC.
127 AC. Year for me? Year of the moon. My moon. 127 AC.
So what's
That's
the
what
year
you
for
mean,
us?
dude.
200.
You. Oh, this is okay. You might want to sit down for this one, pal.
I elegantly just drop down and cross my legs, like, and my ears are all like perked up and my tail's like wagging because I love, like, yeah. Tell me.
You've
I,
been
like,
a
walk up,
statue for
sit beside him.
73 years.
Okay. You're pretty much eye level with him, Atlas.
I want you to know I'm in the exact same position, doing the exact same facial expression as my brain is trying to calculate what you're saying. Mastos is not good at math. Long time. No dream. Haven't dreamed. Long
No,
time.
you were a statue.
But today is the 127. Or
No.
The year is the 127.
The year now is 200.
I show. How long ago was
Mastos
the
old now?
cataclysm?
200 years. AC is
Okay.
for after Cataclysm.
Okay, so I'm gonna show him the map that I have, the pre-cataclysm map.
Okay.
Does this look familiar?
Does it look familiar?
Nope,
From
you've never seen this map before.
Pretty picture. Means nothing to Mastos.
I show him Thoric's map, and I point at the watery palace area
God.
and ask him.
Does this look familiar?
I like art. Pretty art.
Okay.
Who drew? Who drew?
Thoric here
Hey,
drew this one.
What? Give me that map back. You don't need that now.
Thoric, no. It's ours.
I mean, it is his.
That's fair. I
insane.
won't need it. I know you want to appreciate the drawing and the cartography that I put into it, and I'm privileged to let you keep it and look after it.
Wait a minute.
Wonderful.
Thorak. And I snatched the map from Atlas. And I walk over and I point at the watery place. And I'm like, what does
Right.
this say?
Well, that's the watery place that had all the water.
So sorry again, the watery what?
Watery place.
And I'm
Well-
looking at Atlas and Jack.
we went down there, and there was a palace down there.
There was no palace.
Well, I didn't go too far. There could have been more
don't,
there.
don't. And I'm like, stop. Don't give them any hope that
It looked
there's
a bit
palace down there.
dangerous, but this has been fun, but I want to get home.
Where is home?
It's south of here.
Home is Dumanian Grove.
Not your home, Goatman, my home.
So where's Mastos? Where do you live? Which way is it?
All of a sudden, this one now is the one
Oh,
that everybody wants to
I
talk to.
look up,
I'm the one
and
trying to get them
kinda
places, and they're sitting
look
talking
at
to this
the
Goatman.
trees, and
I don't understand what's going on.
and I point that way to the northeastern direction.
Well, we're definitely not going that way yet.
Well,
Alright,
we gotta take.
Let's get short stuff home.
Yeah, he's
He's
getting
clearly a little
cranky.
grouchy. He needs a nap.
I'm
Uh,
also only 5 feet tall, so with short stuff.
The dwarf, who is less than 5 feet tall.
Mastos, do you want to come with us and we can maybe try to find your home?
I almost wanted to waste a wild ship just to like turn back into a fox and jump into your little robotic arms.
Do it
Yeah.
for the RP.
Yeah. yes. Mastos comes. Masto leave bear.
Darius pulls a
Here,
dagger out of
or
his
friend dog.
belt and he points it at him. You're not Venmoria, are you?
Back away. Tilt my head again.
Jack will kind of press his dagger down a little bit. I think we can trust this guy.
Did you think we could trust Dorhan?
I did.
Yeah. So your opinion on this is it's null and void.
You
Doran,
don't need worry. Mastos not man. Mastos satyr.
Yeah, Dorhan was an orc.
Doran helped us a lot before he turned into the evil thing we were trying to hunt and kill.
This is my problem.
But I mean,
I don't want to go through that again.
Oh,
That doesn't sound nice.
Well, the worst that could happen is we get close with him for the next week, and then he turns back into Lord Venmoria, and we kill him again. So,
Yeah.
but I don't think we're gonna run into that because we killed Lord Venmoria, and that's the only blood weaver we were aware of.
I'm confused. You wanted to find this thing. You found it. Now you want to stab it. I'm very confused.
I don't want to stab it. I just want
It's
to
a
make
typical
sure.
Darius thing to stab random things, especially innocent-looking things.
Mastos?
Yeah, says the guy that abandoned his
no,
teammates to
Mastos,
death.
you're okay.
I like pet him on the head.
Okay, so are we,
My tail wags.
Darius, we came here for you. Have we found everything you wanted to find here?
Do I feel anything?
Should we walk into the woods?
You don't feel anything. Roll intelligence, general intelligence check.
I'm gonna walk into the woods, just at like 5 or 6 feet, and just kind of scan
Okay.
for any bees or hives or anything.
Okay.
Intelligence is that'll be a 14.
14. So you can piece together based on the vision that you were given. You know that this is what you're looking for, but you don't feel anything extra or beyond that.
Oh well. To be honest, I think so. I don't know. I thought maybe when I found them I'd get more answers or another breadcrumb, but I got nothing.
Breadcrumbs?
Well, you work on finding your inner self. Let's go take Mr. Thoric home, and then we can see what else is happening.
Roll a perception, Alice.
Val Jr.
No, he'd be senior.
Well,
Senior, yeah,
actually,
whatever.
sorry, Atlas, you won't need this with your history, previous history check.
Oh well, it's a nat 20, so
Save it for next time.
just
Oh.
let you know.
You
All
can
right,
put
so
it into
with that nat
anything.
20, you perceive from knowing about these entities, you're known that they are supposed to produce a sweet smell,
Okay.
like honey.
Okay.
So
Which
the
is why
entities
the B sound
themselves
was
have
there. I pieced that together. Darius hasn't.
Yeah.
But I'm out here looking for bees.
You do not hear, see, or smell any bee traces while you're in this
Okay.
area. You do see dense forest around. You can't really see anything beyond it. It's jam
Nothing
packed
else
with
of
trees.
value out here, just since I rolled that 20. Didn't find like some magical armor, shield, something.
Something magically appeared because you're not 20.
Falls out of the tree. Yeah, no, there seems to be nothing out there. Just dense foliage and forest.
Okay, I pick up the coolest looking leaf I can and I put it in the spot that I took out Dorhan's leaf from.
Okay. Yeah. Find one of the nice little kind of like stalk on the end of it, so you can kind of thread it through.
Yeah. And come waltzing back out.
We're going.
Darius,
Mm,
smell our new friend here.
no.
Okay?
Would you like animals?
Jack, come smell this guy.
Mastos, how do you feel about people getting in your personal space?
When has
I
that
get
mattered to
in
you?
personal space.
Say that again. Sorry, Darius was talking.
Oh, I get in your personal space.
Oh, okay. And Jack is not going to like just straight up smell him, but he's going to waft him and see if he can get anything from him.
Yeah, you smell like a sweet honey smell from him.
Well, this smells like honey, I guess. Sorry, he smells like honey.
Smell good.
Like honey from a bee?
And I look
Atlas,
at
be
Darius.
quiet.
Nothing?
All right, Thoric, let's go.
All right, finally, let's get going. Is this Goatman coming too then?
Yeah, I guess. Come
I
on, go
follow.
boy.
All right, follow Goatman. Here we go. Let's head on out. Is everybody moving out?
Yep. Jack
Yeah.
looks at Reen and gives her a little head nod and for her to follow.
Tell her to
line.
blow fire at the dynamite.
No, Thoric. Thoric was getting it. That he ran over there and he was jumping up
I was
underneath
just gonna
the
grab it if he
bear.
didn't.
No, he did.
I still have another stick I can go stick in there.
All right, so Thoric leading you all out. Unless there's anybody else, anyone wants to do anything in the clearing before or in this area.
Nope.
I love the bear.
All right, so as you guys proceed, Thoric keeps leading you westward across the cobblestone path. You can see now as you start to walk away from the clearing, the dense trees and foliage just lining both sides. On the left-hand side, you can see kind of the mountain as completely blocking off any view sitting behind all of the trees. And as you look further down now, you can see some structures starting to come up along the right-hand side. You can see some type of buildings straight ahead at the very end of your view. You can see what looks like kind of like an opening going into the mountain. The mountain kind of shapes around. Almost looks like that's where kind of big doors would be. And as you get a little bit closer, you see some tents on the right hand side. You see a well on the left, and Thoric kind of slows down a little bit. All right, well, this is where I came to last time, and this is when I thought I'd better come and see about getting some help. As you guys all look out and you see
The Matrix.
where the let me actually give you guys a view. You see this you see this giant rock face staring back at you. It looks like it's covering the entirety of the doors of the entrance to the mountain. It's got a huge forehead. It's got like this, looks like a mustache all peeling down the side with a beard down the middle, but entirely made of rock. Unmoving. All right, so who knows how to get past us?
Face?
You've got a
what
pretty
is
good
it?
way in your pocket.
What?
Okay.
What's that?
The dynamite you just picked up?
I don't feel good about that.
Why?
What is that thing?
Is that friendly?
Well, it said words to me, and I kind of freaked out a little bit and ran away. So I don't.
Oh, okay. So you left that part out. I thought it was just a face carved into a mountain.
Okay, well, let me see what I can do. And Jack's just gonna start walking up to it.
I mean, I'm better at talking than you are, but okay, I will follow him.
Okay.
I'm more nature bound than you are.
Is everybody
I
walking
can
up towards
persuade my way out of
the?
anything.
Cleric is actually hanging back a little bit. Is everybody heading up towards?
Yep.
All right. So as you guys get about 60 feet away, you start to see the eyelids kind of open and the mouth open a little bit. Welcome to the entrance to the mountain. Who, may I ask, comes here?
I just like burst in.
The Atlas!
Yeah, we're with the Atlads, but I'm Jack Nara.
We are the Atlas. We're not with the Atlas. We are them.
The Atlads. Well, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I seen you here before. He looks back and you kind of see Thoric kind of just looking like, looking
He's
around.
not part of the Atlas yet. We're vetting him. currently.
We're trying to get passage because the gentleman here is trying to get home.
Passage.
And I guess it's this way.
The acceptance or denial of a transition from one world to another. What could be more exciting? It would appear that my previous rules for entry are no longer applicable, and I've been thinking about that. It's probably easiest I just let everybody through if they ask nicely. But then, that's a rather stupid idea. Then I thought perhaps if they could defeat me in battle, they could pass. But what if I'm just really powerful and kill everybody and nobody gets through? Then I came to a decision. Let the person decide. What would you present for entry? Do you want a riddle? Do you want a challenge? Do you want to give me a gift? Please indulge me and tell me what you think you wish to put forwards. I will leave it there.
Cool.
But guys, thank you for a great session. Sad to see Ryan go and Felix, but he's around. He's in the world. And he might pop in at a later date as well, with or without Felix, a different character. We shall see.
And I got his hammer, so
You got his Winsmith hammer. You did indeed. I'll give you the stats for that later. And Tim, you got his what?
Nothing. I was gonna say something dumb.
Oh, good.
yeah.
That's on brand. And welcome, Tim.
Welcome,
So,
Tim. Thanks
yeah.
for joining.
Absolutely, another dynamic to the group,
Lately,
to the Atlantis. Well, he's got to be accepted. He's got some tests to do first.
Yeah.
Um,
not everyone.
there's a math test.
He's not a true Atlad yet. He hasn't watched Atlas die yet.
Yeah. Have
so-
you let me die yet? No, you're not.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here 7:30 p.m. EST next Tuesday for the next session.
Such a lie.
If Corey can make it on time, we'll see you guys then.
Otherwise, we start without him.
That's fine.
All right, take it easy, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Like,
Bye.
Right.